welcome to GameBros. This is coming to you live from our GameBros studios here in beautiful Miami, Florida, and I'm joined by my boy
Prodigy.
And it's been crazy. Like you can see the hair's growing out, the beard's growing thick.
Oh my gosh, let's not even get started on my hair either. Oh, it's crazy.
How are you holding up with the whole Rona thing at your facility?
I've been pretty good, I guess. Just been stuck at home doing virtual school. I am a senior. I'm graduating, but I really don't.
What?
I'm a senior.
Are you really gonna graduate like
Yeah.
virtual style? Everybody's gonna get a Vibe Index.
Maybe. Oh, that'd be funny. Imagine like we all get like on like VR chat or rec room. Everybody joins up.
Just get a fake diploma to everybody.
Yeah,
Here you go.
that'd be
Here
funny.
you go. Here you go.
But yeah, no, I hate virtual school. I really actually I never ever said I never wanted to go to school. I actually love going to school, so I want it back. But it's
Do
already
you
very
see
late in the
yourself
year.
doing virtual school as going when you go to college? Do you want to do
definitely
this
not.
or not?
Definitely not.
I've
I
always
can't.
I need to the social interaction. I
Yeah.
need to be able to talk to people.
Oh,
I
for
need to be
sure.
able to tell my teacher or ask them questions or bounce ideas off of them.
Mhm.
Like with the computer, you just sit there and you're like, oh, what's happening.
You can ask them, but it's not the same. You know, going to class or after class and stuff like that. It's not the same.
Zoom graduation, Nikki says in the Twitch chat. So for most people, you guys might not know this, but we go live on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So we got
Yes.
both chats going live and going crazy at the same time. So let's jump in to what is always the Game Bro Show news. As you know, we got the whole Rona thing going on. So news is I think, kind of slow, right?
Yeah,
Hasn't been too much.
For the past month. We've just had little news, but I mean, some big news pops out here once in a while, you know. And starting this week, actually, we got a bit more news about Xbox this time, and that's because they had their Inside of Xbox live stream, which they did through the interwebs, since nobody's really, at their job and stuff like that, and they can't be in their facilities. So they did do a couple of announcements. I don't know if Cook, we want to do the rundown.
Yeah. One of the first things they did, they announced a release date for a game called Grounded. They did show this off prior to Inside of the Xbox. It's made by Obsidian, the guys that made New Vegas, and they also made Outer Worlds. I'm very interested in this game. It looks really, really cool. It looks like a fusion between a bunch of different games, of course. If you want to compare, you could compare them to a lot of stuff. You can, first of all, you're going to compare the actual game to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I don't know if you guys know the reference. Have you ever watched Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
I think I've seen a first half and I fell asleep. I don't know. It's not that. It was interesting, but not really.
So basically,
So-
it's what would happen if you got shrunk and sent out into your backyard.
Yup.
And of course, when an
I think
ant
it's pretty
is like
scary.
50,000 feet tall, whatever.
I'll be really scared, you know? Like, I wouldn't want to see that in real life. Imagine if you just see a gigantic ant.
Oh yeah, or a big tarantula or huge spider.
Oh, yeah.
That would be
would not
crazy.
want that.
So that's the first comparison you could draw to this Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Basically,
Yeah.
shrink the person to different, smaller size. But and then the gameplay, you then go into like Minecraft. You go into Fortnite. You go into different mechanics as far as
Yes.
Rust, I guess, because you
Yeah.
gotta survive basically.
And Fortnite original. We're not talking about Battle Royale here, okay? Because
Yeah.
I know some of you guys. What do you mean it's Fortnite Battle Royale? No,
No.
original.
So they did not talk about. They talked about multiplayer, but
mentioned it.
cooperative multiplayer.
Yeah, they didn't mention PvP or anything like that.
But it would be cool if someone built a little fort on the other side of the base
of
and
the
you're
yard.
gonna go and invade their fort and stuff like that.
That would be
So you're
pretty
doing
funny.
different things to be able to, scavenge, survive, protect, build a fort, protect yourself, a la, Minecraft. Like when you started Minecraft survival mode, right? That's what you're doing.
Mhm.
You're crafting, you're building your home, and then eventually it ends up turning into going to go fight this Ender dragon, this supposed Ender dragon.
Yeah.
So in this case, you
It
go
could
and
be
you
like a beetle, dude, a king beetle. No, I'm
well, you
kidding.
find out why what happened, and you got shrunk. There's a story behind it. There's a company, but it looks interesting. I don't know. What do you guys think of this little game? What's up, hi ho?
It would be
Appreciate you.
actually kind of funny in VR to see. Oh, this game in VR would be scary, dude. Just seeing a gigantic ant.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
The
Seeing
game
a
is
1,000
played.
foot.
Yeah, the game is played in third person,
But there's
but
I
I
saw
feel like
some.
there's a first person mode as well.
Yeah, I saw some of the footage in first person. I know my friend Hi Ho. He knows what Honey I Shrunk the Kids. Imagine being able to play this. This will be crazy.
Yeah. So that was a cool little game that they announced, and then after that they just dove into the tech aspect. Oh wait, no, this is not. Sorry about that. So real quick, just overview over. They went kind of little, not PS5 deep dive, but they did their own little deep dive of the tech and how they're gonna be running their ray tracing. Again, they showed the little demos that we showed a while back about Minecraft. They explained how lighting's gonna change, and they also, one thing I told Kuko about while we were watching this was they're basically like external hard drive, little expandable drive
Yes.
that they're gonna add to the Xbox. So if you guys don't know, on the back of the Xbox there's gonna be a little port where you can stick a drive, probably
It looks like
a USB, basically.
yeah. Well, back in the day when PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2
Memory
had
card.
memory cards, and that's where you saved all your data, you saved all your stuff, you saved your games. So basically, the new Xbox Series X will have a small little hard drive you can stick in the back of it to add extra memory. The good thing about that little hard drive that you stick inside the back of the Xbox Series X is that that hard drive will be compatible with the speed of the SSD that's inside of it.
Yep.
So, Xbox One games that you have already saved on your hard drive, you could connect it to your Xbox Series X and play those like normal. But your Xbox Series X games will have to be saved to that memory card. Basically, same thing with the PlayStation. You could do the same thing.
Yeah.
So they also talked a lot about how they're changing their UI and adding some new stuff. They also talked about the X splitting.
Oh yeah,
And
the XSplit, which I think that's something that comes with their PC side of things. So when you stream off your PC for, let's say, an Xbox game or a specific Xbox game,
yeah,
they're gonna have integration where you can have your overlay already set on their game recording thing. So that way you don't have to use other softwares
Yeah.
like Streamlabs, OBS, or anything else like that separately.
and especially they have
Um,
Mixer, so that'll help
Yeah,
with
so
their
that way you
Mixer
can
thing.
just use that automatically with Mixer and not be switching back and forth. Again, I don't. We'll see how that works out.
I'm very jealous. I'm hoping that
I-
PlayStation does something like that. I think Xbox is like we talked about it while we were watching the inside of Xbox. Xbox has a better streaming thing. It has also a better screen capturing and screen sharing, and being able to upload the videos that you clip. I wish
Yeah.
PlayStation would adopt that as well.
Yeah. I definitely want to see that. I love the Xbox Mirror app, which is what you're mentioning. How you can record your videos on your console and you can see them on your phone or your computer,
And
wherever
then
your
it
Microsoft
makes it
account
easier to
is at.
upload to whatever thing you
Yes,
want.
makes it easier to show to your friends, not only share on Instagram and stuff like that. So I'm definitely for sure. I think we're gonna see that from Sony PS5, but we'll get into that talk a bit later. So after that, they showed off Street, which is like
A mobile game. So you could go right now
well,
to
it
the
was before, it was on console, but now they're moving it to mobile. I mean, it was on
PC.
PC,
Yeah.
but now they're moving it to mobile. Forza Street to me is like a underground, but
Yeah.
Forza.
And,
style.
and you're racing through the streets of Miami, dude.
Yeah.
We rep the 305 in our show a lot. So so right now you could register. You go to the Android store and the iPhone, the Apple store, and you could register. So once the game comes out, they'll notify you so you could download this game. Basically, having a Forza game on your phone, I think that's amazing. I think
Mhm.
it looks good. I know my friend Hiho always takes a deuce, and he always is looking for a game that he could play while he sits on the toilet.
Yeah, definitely. So you guys, so you guys can pre-register and pick that up on May 5th. After Forza Street, they announced.
Dude, they're calling you out in the chat. Where they
What
want
do
to
you
know. They want to know where their Rocket League skin is.
Dude, Eliseo thinks I have skins for days, but I don't. My brother does. He has any dude. He gave Wrecker and Jocelyn. No, he gave Wrecker like a billion cars because he had like 8 duplicates of one car
Oh wow,
with different colors, and he's like, Wrecker, you choose. The Wrecker's like,
Dang.
what-
Baller.
I don't know what to get. So yeah, definitely talk to him on that, but I'll hook you up. Don't worry about it.
Is this the same Eliseo that you're saying that you're gonna wreck in
Whoa.
the Smash tournament we're having?
Whoa, what? I don't know what you're
I don't know.
talking
You
about.
said something. We're having a Smash tournament at the end of April. We're gonna live stream
Yeah.
it. We're looking for people that want to play.
Yes.
You told me that you have a bunch of friends that play Smash, but the one you're gonna destroy is Eliseo for some reason. I don't know why you said that. I hope you could back it up, and I'm interested in seeing that.
That's
Hypo
halfway
says he
true.
likes to play games or read romantic novels.
Dang, while taking a deuce, must be nice and hot. But yeah. So basically, you already announced it.
Yeah.
We're gonna be having, like we mentioned, 2 shows prior, I believe. We're gonna be starting to do tourneys of
Different
all
games.
types of games, just so we can have fun with you guys and just try new things. So for this month of April, we're gonna have a tourney. Eliseo said talking smack already. We're gonna have a tourney on April 23rd.
Yeah.
All right, so that's gonna be the last Friday this month.
Right before our giveaway of the $100 gift card.
Yeah, so make sure you guys go on our story, which we'll be posting daily. Make sure you guys send us your friend code, even though it's a really long code for no reason. So send us your friend code on Nintendo so that way you guys can register. Basically, that's your registration for the tournament, and be ready for April 23rd. And don't forget about that giveaway. Great reminder, guys, if you guys want a $100 Visa gift card giveaway with some amazing D2D and some GameBros merch, you guys want to be rocking all that, make sure you guys do sign up for the contest and help us out and help everybody else out. Wrecker, Smash is not so complex, but it's more complex than Brawlhalla. That's all I'm going to say.
All I know is that I got my money on my boy Gamer Actionware.
Oh, no. We're already placing
Putting my
bets.
chips. So continue on with Xbox.
Yeah.
They also talked about how they have the Ultimate Pass in
Yes.
Japan and Korea. They also talked about some DLC from Humans Fall and Overcooked, and one of my favorite games, Journey to the Savage Planet. And then they also talked about Gears Tactics. For the people that don't know, Gears Tactics is basically a tactics games with Gears overlay over it, basically. Think of Mario versus Rabbids. Think of what's the alien one? I can't believe
XCOM?
XCOM. There
That's
you
like
go.
the pioneer. Nah,
Yeah.
that's the one that everybody knows, though.
So basically, think of XCOM. You know, PlayStation had one. I don't know if you remember it.
If you say the name, maybe. Just kidding.
It's made in the Resistance universe.
What?
Bat-
Burning Skies?
No,
Oh.
it was a tactics style. No, wait.
no, you
It
sure
was
it's Resi-
not. It was not Resistance. It
don't-
was
yes.
actually Killzone.
Killzone. Yes, that's the one I was thinking about in my mind.
Yeah, Killzone. So yeah. Oh, they're gonna take down King Julian. King Julian.
Hey, I gotta practice.
So, are you guys excited for little tactics?
for
I-
Gears Tactics.
The only news that I disliked
Oh yes,
was the fact that it's coming to PC first and eventually
it'll come to Xbox.
to Xbox, which I found so weird because everything was coming day to day. Like any game that came out, well, okay, maybe games that came out for Xbox came out for PC, but I guess they must have made this for PC first and are working it to the Xbox Series X, I guess. But yeah, I digress. But I'm excited.
I don't like like you said. I told you this before the show is, I really didn't like that. I don't see why they would do that, but again, that's their choosing. I just don't see why they would not put it on both.
It's just because it's so weird because it goes against everything they've been doing all this
Yeah.
time. All this time they've been doing, hey, everything to Xbox. You get it PC, you get it on Xbox first, and all of a sudden this one, console exclusive. All of a sudden, no, we're gonna come out to PC. And then when they say eventually means what? A year later, year and a half, 2 months, 6 months.
Yeah, that's like the whole indefinite delays and all that crap. So yeah, definitely. After Gears Tactics, they showed off some
Sea of
Thieves DLC, which they're gonna be adding some ships and a bit more gameplay aspects, so you guys can mess around. And they're adding cats.
That was like a big
Cats, woo! It's like The Sims when they added pets.
So they added cats. I don't know if you guys like Sea of Thieves. It is a fun game to play when you play with your friends. If you play alone, it's kind of boring. But the only thing that this makes me it makes me want the game from Ubisoft, Skull and Bones.
Bones more.
When is that gonna come out?
But to me, Skull and Bones is not gonna be like this though. Skull and Bones is pure ship.
We don't know that. They just announced Skull and Bones. They never showed us gameplay.
They did.
They showed us boat battles,
gameplay, boat battles.
But there's got to be something else. They just can't.
Dude, maybe it's World of Boats, not World of Tanks or World of.
No wonder it hasn't come out. If it's just World of Boats, please don't come out.
But it's funny because we were talking about this. I'm like, what if this comes out on PS4?
If Sea of Thieves comes out on PS4, like we just go from this game sucks to like, hey, we gotta stream this.
No. I don't think it sucks. I've never really gave it a downside. I've always thought it was a great game. Just those things that I felt like it was a bit lacking in sometimes. And again, the incentive is you gotta play with friends. Yeah. And that's like a lot of multiplayer games, at least when it comes to multiplayer games like this, is that if you play with friends, it'll be definitely more enjoyable.
Well, a lot of it has to do with the boat. Like if you're by yourself, you can only have a small boat. If you have a bigger boat, then you need your friends, and then they have to man the sails. You got to pick up the anchor, and there's it just becomes a more intricate game, and it becomes more involved. But if it's just, you're by yourself, you're just like, just drafting and just pedaling, it just sucks.
It's funny because at the end of the reveal, one of the developers...
Can you throw the cats in the ocean? You probably could, because you could shoot yourself out of a cannon. It would be crazy if you could
shoot your cat in the... You
shove
shove the cat in the cannon.
Go get him, Tom.
Get him. Oh, that'd be so funny. That would be hilarious. But like I was saying, was that one of the developers, which you can see, well, you saw on the green screen just recently, he was gonna announce like something else,
and then
but they didn't let him and cut him off. And the funny part is that after this, I told Cuco Hulk, which is Cuquito, I'm like, dude, what if they had Sea of Thieves to PlayStation, but they can't announce it on an Xbox event? And Cuquito looks up Sea of Thieves on PlayStation ? On Google, and he goes and he finds a forum where there's a guy that goes on the official Sea of Thieves forum on their website. He's like, can you please bring it to PlayStation? Oh, that was hilarious. So, so DLC for Sea of Thieves.
That ain't happening.
Oh, bringing it over?
Never.
Sadly. After that, we all know Hello Games, the makers of the, however you want to take it. I'm not even giving
Joe Danger.
No. Yes, Joe Danger, but No Man's Sky.
Okay, No Man's Sky. They made that one too, but they made Joe Danger.
Yeah, Joe Danger was fun, man.
Joe Danger was the original Hello Games.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
They went from that little Excite Bike style game to that
never-ending world universe.
And now they bring it to this.
And now they bring it back to a nice little storyline of a little character exploring the darkness.
His last campfire.
Last embers, So yeah, they showed this off. They showed off a little gameplay. They said that there was going to be more details on the release date coming soon. But just a cool little game. So if you guys there's a bunch of little games like this. I know, like Abzu's one of them. There's like Journey, kind of reminds me of these.
Ori and the Will of the Wisp.
Ori's one of them,
which is amazing. I think Ori's got more action than this, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, those were all the things that were shown off at Inside of Xbox. All the things they talked about.
They also talked about their Xbox having a lot of power. They're excited about the power of the Xbox, the graphic capabilities. They also talked about how they have a separate sound chip that's also going to improve the sound of the system and those things. So Xbox is on the way up. It's on the upward swing. I think Xbox is positioning themselves
Yes.
for a hostile takeover of the console wars. It all depends on how much money it's gonna cost
Yeah.
and games. It hasn't. Yeah, I haven't played Gears 5 was like the best game I've played recently. Oh, Bleeding Edge is good too. I just think that it needs a little bit more modes. I think.
What do you mean? Oh, Bleeding Edge.
Yeah.
I definitely think that just like we mentioned, there needs to be like legs for it, because if not, it's not gonna last. So definitely we're gonna have to see that more from Ninja Theory.
Before
later
we get
on,
into the
stuff.
PlayStation 5 talk,
What happened?
someone in the chat wants you to sing. Have you ever seen the amazing TikTok singing?
No. I'm not gonna sing. All right, can we go to the next topic? Can we
Come
go
on,
to
just,
PlayStation?
just a 2 second.
I'm not gonna sing. Can we go to the PlayStation?
Why do you sing at TikTok?
No.
Do you have a TikTok and you sing and you haven't told us about this? Dude,
Oh
is
my
there
gosh,
like underground videos of Prodigy?
It's 2 posts that I did yesterday.
Dude,
And everybody and their mother found it on their For You page. Everybody and my own mother found it on the For You page. You can tell how embarrassed I am because of how red I am. Okay.
no wonder they're clamming for you to sing.
Oh my gosh. Everybody found it, dude. Everybody. I found, like, people started following me. I'm like, what? How'd you know? Like, they're like, oh, you popped up on my For You page. I'm like, damn it. But whatever. Yeah, I have like 800 views on that video. But
That's
whatever.
awesome.
No. Okay, let's continue to gaming news.
Jocelyn wants
no,
you to sing.
Jocelyn, be quiet. Okay, we're going on to the PlayStation controller, which
So,
was revealed.
We
this
had
week.
slow week, like we said. We had a little bit of drizzle from Xbox, and then all of a sudden, from left field, unexpected to us and
Super
everybody,
unexpected.
they just dropped a little picture, and it was the PlayStation 5 controller known as the DualSense.
Yep.
So
Great name.
You think so? They got
I
rid of
don't
the
mind it.
DualShock.
I don't mind it.
It was a DualShock 2, 3, so they finally went with DualSense. They got rid of the numbers. So this is the DualSense. What do you guys think of it? They went with a two-tone color because they wanted it to change it up a little bit. They also changed a lot of stuff on it, as you can see. They got rid of the home button's still there, but it looks physically different. It looks like the PlayStation logo only, and not the whole round thing. I like that.
Yeah.
I also the Prodigy noticed that the buttons, the square, triangle, circle, lost their color.
Yeah. So I'm.
It's because Sony does not see color, so that's why they got rid of the color.
You looked at me weird. What is that supposed to mean?
Then they also they went the D-pad. They went to
Oh,
a
crap.
more like Vita style D-pad.
Dang, I wish we had a PS4 controller right now because I'm trying to remember what everything looks like.
They also moved the lights from the front
From the front to the middle.
to the middle. I like that as
I
well.
like that. I love it.
Now I don't know how that's gonna work with backwards compatibility with.
They said it's gonna work just fine.
I wonder how that's gonna happen.
So, like, we look at this image here. You guys see at the front of the touchpad on the bottom, there's still those edges cut out, and the light apparently is still gonna be there.
Okay, cool.
So,
They also changed the triggers. The triggers look different. They also
They're
have
longer.
haptic feedback. They
yeah,
also
R1
have
and
the
L1 are
trigger
bigger. Like you said, those are features which we're basically naming right now.
pull. It finally has grip on the bottom. That has a nice little grip texture to it. If you see it in the bottom
Is
of
this
the
zoomed in?
controller,
Yeah.
they got rid of the piece of plastic in between the R1 and R1. R1 and R2. Sorry.
There's a big feature that's one of the best things.
The most important feature I think on the DualSense is the USB-C.
Yes.
That has got to be by far the best feature. And with that comes a bigger battery. So also, I read an article that says that the controller is not as big as the picture makes it look to be. I know our PR person, Nikki, she was very worried because she's got little baby hands.
Yeah.
So she was worried about being able to play. I'm telling you right now, don't worry about it. You'll be Gucci. It's gonna work. So overall, what do you think? It's got a built-in mic.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go. Let's list down some of the features that they said and some comments.
Go ahead.
So real quick, they have, like Google mentioned, adaptive trigger pulls, which
Which means
they'll, let's say you're pulling a bow in a game, you'll feel
They
that
always use the
tension.
same example.
Because I think that'll be the only example.
What I thought it was
What'd you
different triggers in, like, Call of Duty has all these different guns. Like for a shotgun, it's a certain feel to it. A handgun, a certain feel.
Okay.
Also, if you upgrade, let's say a car, you have the car that it's harder to, the throttle. But as you start improving the car, it's got a better throttle. I also thought of improvements in a gun. When you're shooting a gun, you could change triggers and stuff and make it more responsive. Therefore, in the controller, it's more responsive.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of different ways that they can implement this. But yeah, so that whole trigger response,
Yes.
it kind of, I don't know if, a Hitman would remember this. In Metal Gear, it kind of used that. When you were hiding behind cover, if you held it hard, he would hide in cover, but then you could let go of it and he would like come out a little bit. So it had the pressure sensitivity.
Yeah.
But now we're going to get a haptic feedback from it. So we can actually feel the difference.
Yeah.
So
That and going to haptic feedback, they changed the motors inside the handles. So now you can feel, let's say you're going through mud in a game, it'll vibrate differently in a certain way. And let's say you're going on pavement, it'll be a different way.
Nikki's willing to tip you if you sing.
She already tipped. She already tipped. I don't want to sing, man.
She tipped you?
Yeah, she donated 300 bits. It's there in the thing in the chat, right? Did you donate? I don't know
Yeah.
if that's what that means. Well, confirm it. And then oh no, this is
Okay.
terrible.
So
Let's continue. Okay, so yes, haptic feedback. They're going to change the motor so that way it feels like you're doing certain actions, and the vibration will feel different for certain things. Then built-in mic, like you mentioned.
So no excuses now.
Oh yeah, no excuses for why you do not have a mic. If you're playing the game, that means your controller works. That means your mic should work. Which I'm only worried. Of course, I think headset is still gonna be best.
Yeah. It's
but
a mic. It's not headphones.
Yeah, so definitely the mic. We'll see how it is if it picks up on the button noises. Just imagine playing a fighting game and you have that mic on. Just gonna be hearing and your like joysticks flipping, but.
We're going to get a lot of funny videos of moms shouting, wives shouting.
And it's going to be caught in the mic because they forgot to mute it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they said strong battery life, which
is
we
very
have all
important.
been asking for because, 4-hour battery life with the PS4 controllers just didn't seem like enough. Sometimes it felt very tedious. And
Yeah.
like Google has kids that never plug in the controller, yet the charging stand is just put it right there. He sometimes gets his controller just die and he has to charge
Our
them.
Twitch fans are crying because you don't want to sing.
Gosh.
So
Okay, and then last thing, share button got switched to create button. This is because they're gonna change the way
I believe they're going to revamp
share
the
and
sharing.
create stuff and do everything.
I think they're going to come up with a whole UI for it. Once you hit the create button, it'll take you to like a video or photo editor with filters and stuff like that, and you could edit your videos and stuff and upload them. We were talking about them improving the streaming from what we have now to 1080p, 60 frames per second. I'm hoping for 4K, 60 frames per second.
That's a lot, but that would be amazing.
Remember, when you buy a console, you're kind of future-proofing yourself for the future. So
yeah, you're right.
that's where the future is going right now. You got all these 4K TVs. We have fans that actually watch our show on their big screen TVs.
Yeah.
So that would be cool for them to watch us all,
Nice, crisp, high definition.
4K.
Yeah.
You see our beauty.
And the last thing, just a little comment from our boy Pete Hines. He said he tried it out already, and he was very, very impressed.
So Pete Hines, one of the reps for Bethesda Studios, the head honcho, the boss. He loves it. I got to take his word for it. I'm sure there's other companies that have tried it. I'm actually very excited to actually play with this, see what it does, get all the feeling, all the haptic feedbacks from all the games that we play. I think it would be cool. I wonder if when you die, just like start vibrating like crazy.
And like the bar just starts
But
turning
there's
red
a
and
lot.
flashing.
How do you guys feel about the vibration? I know a lot of people hate it and take it out. I wish more games did it.
I
but
love
well.
it. I love it, and I never ever take it out. Probably why people
You
say
could
I suck at Rainbow. and
even with
Apex.
Scuff, you can get a Scuff controller when they gut that out and take it out of the controller.
Oh, dude, thank you, Crappa the Rapper. How do you say your name? Crap Rapper, dude. This they announced they said that the analog sticks are like 3 times better than the PS4 ones, and I'm glad because I had that same issue.
What is the issue?
The analog stick always messing up.
Oh, the
And
drifting.
the drift and just the analogs just don't
It
last
also
long.
looks like it's got a better grip to it.
Yeah, let me go into the zoomed in picture. Yeah, the analog definitely has a nice little textured grip on the outer ring of it. But definitely, I agree with you, Crap Rapper, that they should definitely fix it, make it last longer, just have more durable analog sticks, and try to find out the problem with the drift because, dude, the drift is very annoying.
I have some that the controller, when you press it down, it just stays there. It doesn't reset to the
Oh, dude, that thing is so annoying. I hate that. Oh, dang, Angel Nunez in the chat's already jumping to what we're planning to give away. Do you have any more comments? Oh, wait, let's go through some of the. Do you have a picture a fan made? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what you guys think about the two-tone. This is the first time the PlayStation has gone with a
two-tone.
white and a two-tone.
At launch, because eventually they
Yeah,
do come out
Yeah.
with different colors, and that's why I found it funny that everybody was flipping out and tripping about it. It's like, dude, when the controller is black, you guys are always worried about buying another one.
Yeah, with color.
And it being white like this, I can give this to Prodigy or my sister, someone artistic, and be like, here, customize this for me. And they could draw with markers and paint over the white.
Yeah.
The only thing is the touchpad I wouldn't touch because I don't know if
The
it would
thickness
lose.
would mess up. Yeah.
But as far as it being white, I'm like, here, Prodigy, draw something on there for me. But some people have already took the liberty of kind of, customizing the PS4. They made it different colors and stuff, and you guys could check it out.
Yeah.
So I'm just excited to see what new things that it brings, because they're trying to, break the fourth wall. They're also trying to go past, they have the whole 4D audio. They're including that in the controller. So they're trying to make gaming a little bit different. I think that's what Nintendo does when they make their consoles. They tweak things here and there just to make it a little different, just so they can start, steering the
and that's what people are starting to notice, even with Sony just coming out with just a controller. Was those people commenting about how Sony definitely wants to change the game. They want to do something different. They want to change the experience. They want gamers to be more immersed and stuff like that. So hence the whole change with the controller and all that. They definitely want change, and they're taking a big leap. Because if you can see from PlayStation DualShocks 1, 2, 3, 4, there's an advancement, but they all have a very similar look. But this is a very different look, and it seems like Sony definitely wants to leap into something new and try out a new experience or something like that.
Project, I'll give you $50 if you sing right now.
Oh my goodness, dude! What do you? Oh my!
I'm a man of the fans. The fans are begging for you to sing. I don't know what magic you put on TikTok.
I didn't put any
You must
magic.
have done
I
some
suck
like
at
agua de
singing.
calzone. I don't know what you did to these people, but they want you to sing just one short verse. And
I don't even know what to sing. What do I sing?
sing whatever you sang on TikTok, because apparently
I
it
don't even know
worked.
I don't even remember the lyrics. I don't know.
So while you think of
While you
that,
think of-
I'm excited for two things. I'm excited for three things. The USB-C, because I'm tired of that stupid micro USB garbage that breaks every 5 freaking charges. 2, battery life. I've been playing games my whole life, and it kind of sucks when you're mid boss battle and your controller dies. I'm at least glad I don't have to change batteries, because if I have no batteries to recharge my controller in mid boss battle, I'll be pissed. And the other thing is the haptic feedback. I'm very interested on that. Do a GameBros rap.
What happened?
The record says do a GameBros rap. So
If you guys give me more bits, I'll make up a GameBros rap. But I'll sing what I sang yesterday.
Okay.
At least a piece.
Go for it.
It feels so awkward. Okay.
Remember, there's no one here except me.
Okay, give me a second. Okay. Good little girl, always picking a fight with me. You know that I'm bad, but you're spending the night with me. What do you want from my world? You're a good little girl. You're a good little girl. There, that's it. That's all you're getting.
What the hell was that? What song
You
is
gotta
that?
get me in a serious mood for it to do it. To do
What
songs.
song is that?
Okay.
I've never heard those
It's-
lyrics in my life.
It's from Adventure Time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys will not get me singing with me laughing and very embarrassed. So, yeah, you guys get that. But I'll make up a freestyle rap.
Look at that.
if you
Do
guys want.
750 bits.
Thank you. I'll do a GameBros rap if you guys want me to.
Yeah,
I'll
that'd be
freestyle.
cool.
All right.
For
Let's go.
next week. Next week
Yeah.
we'll have your Game Bros rap. You have to include Riddle Rex. You got to include Quito, me, you,
Okay. Sounds
Hitman,
good.
and
good.
DJ Fuego and Lord Infamous, which were all the Game Bros hosts
Okay,
so
yeah.
far.
All right.
Then you got Manny laughing.
Can't believe I just did that. Okay.
So right now, there's two guys that we follow deeply in
Yes.
the whole lore of Apex. I know Gamer Actionware, probably these are his best friends because he loves
Maybe.
Apex so much.
Yeah, probably.
But the most important guy, which we want to thank, is iLooter.
iLoot Games. No,
iLoot
iLoot
Games.
Yes.
My bad.
iLoot Games. He has both YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. And
He's
then-
really good at Apex, by the way. I've seen some of his footage. He's pretty good.
Yeah. And also Shrugtol. I believe that's how you pronounce it. He's on Twitter. So those are guys that we've been, we've messaged them if we can use some of their stuff because they're like data miners and they find stuff as well in different models. So the reason we're talking about this is because we got data mines of Loba. And she's gonna
And this
be-
comes from our friends at.
the video comes from iLoot Games, and the theory, which we'll go into, comes from our boy Shrugto out on Twitter. So yeah, if you guys don't know, this is Loba. She is a little girl from the Apex trailer of Revenant when he goes and attacks and kills the wife and husband for like business or whatever. And Loba's actually the daughter that ends up staying alive at the end of the trailer if you guys see it. So here is a data mine of her model in game. So this is her grown up. I don't know how long after. We can say what, a good 25 years old, 25, 26,
Yeah.
maybe.
She's done well growing up, by the way.
Oh yeah, why?
She looks like she got that badongadon.
Oh man.
Doesn't he refer to that in the video as well? Doesn't
Yeah.
he say,
He's like,
I don't know how to say this, but I think she's thick.
Yeah, because everybody would, of course, everybody's gonna be like, dude, she's thick, and like they want you to say it while you're talking about her, because he's there flipping the model around and looking at her, like behind her and stuff like that, and he's like, I don't know what else to say about the model. There's a this, there's a. I know you guys want me to say it. She's thick. but yeah. So
Lobo's got that cake.
record, not hesitating to put in the chat. But yeah, so Loba is going to be a new legend. This is the model that they got from her inside the game. One thing I was going to say was that he zooms in on the bracelets, which are on her wrist, and the bracelets are actually her tactical ability. So that's going to be definitely part of her kit. So we can see maybe like how Revenant shoots out the ball from his arm, the ball of her silence ability. He shoots it out of his
Revenant,
arm.
okay.
Yeah, it comes out of his arm and stuff like that. So maybe you can see her take off the bracelet and use that as an ability. So that'd be pretty cool. So I'm gonna jump into the theory because the theory is pretty well thought out. Shrugto, I give you high props. You did a lot of work. I saw you on Twitter. Like an hour later, you're like, okay, I'm done with the first part. Time to work on part 2. So I'm gonna like spark note this the version of this theory because it's very deep. So we're gonna go into it. So Wraith, we all know that she had that backstory where she was in the laboratory. She was getting tested on.
So she can do
Because
the
of-
portal ability.
Yeah, because of her powers, basically. That's why she was getting tested. People, they were trying to steal and get stuff from her. So we end up finding out that also when the crack happened in World's Edge, there was an Ares facility located in the crack underground because under the arenas they actually companies would hide stuff and have little facilities underground.
Mm-hmm.
So we see that, and that also leads to like the development of like these robots that are enemies. That also goes into Titanfall stuff, IMC, and then Hammond Robotics. That's why there's a leak of a Pathfinder skin being this weird robot-like design is also because of that, because they're gonna bring out these robots and stuff like that.
I still say, which we're gonna talk about later, they need to implement that in the game.
What?
Well,
Well, okay.
yeah, because I go
Okay.
continue.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to speed through the Spark Notes. So okay. So those robots are called stalkers. Apparently, there's gonna be he found code in the game that's gonna lead to events or different things getting triggered on the map, which is talking about the warehouse that the lights are gonna be on or off in certain times. And then Loba now comes into the picture where she has the bracelet, which is actually using Wraith's ability.
Yeah,
It's another version of her ability, the phase
that's
shift.
been improved.
Yeah, they used it and put in the technology so that way they can have like the miniature prototype is her bracelet. And after she steals the bracelet from the warehouse, she leaves this spray, which there's a special spray that's called the hollow spray, which to me, in my mind, I think that might be a new emote in Apex. Maybe a new customization thing, because you know how they kind of try to roll out new customizable things.
So they want you spraying
So
on
maybe
the
you can have
stuff.
sprays like in COD or in Fortnite where they have little images. So
Mhm.
this will be a holographic spray. So she leaves that in there. And then now the weird thing is that if you guys noticed back in what happened this week, we now have Kings Canyon and World's Edge both playable like
At the
confirmed
same
like
time.
at the same time. So this is why, because in season 5 they're gonna do changes to the Kings Canyon, the old map. So now we're gonna be seeing changes in both maps, which I think is gonna be pretty cool. You're gonna get updates on both maps, little changes. So real quick, the labs of Wraith are going to be switched. They're also going to be, I don't know if you guys remember, there was a teaser of a new Hammond Robotics lab being built back when Forge was still supposed to be the legend for Season 4. But they're going to build that facility on Kings Canyon. And apparently the map, Shrug Tool said Sing's lab is massive. He has a whole diagram of it. So it's going to go into like the mountain and stuff like that. So it's going to be a very big piece of the map. So I'm guessing it's going to be a whole new drop zone and drop spot for it. There's going to be different events wrapping around changes inside Kings Canyon. And there's going to be other stuff like the portal of Wraith getting shut down because they kind of stole some of that stuff. The scientists are trying to be quiet and yeah, take the tech and stuff like that. For that was literally part 1 of the map update theory. Real quick, I'm gonna go through part 2. So this is now Loba's in the game, right? She's now in the arena basically.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout maybe April, at the end of April or May, we're gonna see Loba pop out like in the menu screen, the loading screen, and she'll be in the background hiding and stuff like that.
What?
So it'll be cool little things.
Kind of like how they did with Forge's, little death spot where the interview happened.
Yes.
Style
Definitely.
like that.
They want to have little things that happen in games for a teaser of the season.
Also, Revenant came out when they had the Halloween thing. Remember on the billboards and stuff.
The banner. He came out as the leader of the guy. That was the voice. So yeah, and then last thing, which was part 5, which would be kind of like the end, is that Loba goes in and loots all the vaults of World's Edge. You know how you can open the vaults with the key. Yeah. She loots all of them, and and then apparently a hidden catwalk will open up so you could sneak into a vault and take stuff like that. So that's part of his theory of how everything's gonna go down. Everything's gonna lead up to the launch. So those are all the different events and stuff like that.
We're still what, June?
It's gonna be, I think, beginning June or mid-June that it might launch.
So as soon as the coronavirus is over, then this event will happen, is what you're saying.
Oh, probably. So most important stuff, which we haven't hit yet, is abilities, man.
Who leaked the abilities?
Abilities I found from iLoot Games as well as Shorto. They both did their stuff there. So
basically they thought of Prodigy and they're like, how does Prodigy play Apex? That's how we're gonna make him a freaking character that just exploits everything that Prodigy likes to do as an Apex player.
Oh, no.
Number 1, he loves to loot. He's one of our merch says, looting's not the only thing, it's everything.
Yes.
And then the second thing, he likes to run away. So this character's abilities help with those two things. Can you explain to the people how?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's funny because when I saw the video, I sent it to our GameBros chat, and I'm like, guys, I think I found in Legend that it's me.
DJ Fuego says, I don't like Loba, aka Prodigy.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with passive abilities. Those are abilities that are just active again throughout the whole game. So apparently passives are going to be that whenever a friendly, let's say Google pings and like he needs an armor, when you can request for armor or ammo, she automatically senses through the walls where that loot is. Mm-hmm. And she can also sense whatever loot that you need.
It's a radius.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. So, in those buildings, there'll be like a sense where she knows, oh, there's that loot. That loot's right there, and it'll ping it for you. That sounds just like me on Apex. Hey, that's why we're good. Just kidding. But that's her passive. Basically, she's allowed to find loot through walls, ping it through walls, and like scan it. Basically, scan it through walls in this sense, so it could be easier for you guys to loot quicker and find
because
stuff.
The idea is that she's a thief.
Yes.
So
hence the whole she robs the bracelet. She's robbing all the vaults.
She's like Catwoman, but in the future.
Or, she's Sombra. She is Sombra from Overwatch.
Oh, okay.
She has the whole stealing aspect. Sombra, she's a thief, but also her tactical, which is exactly like Sombra's L1. She throws a bracelet and allows her to teleport to the bracelet. So she gets a bracelet, throws it, and wherever it lands, she's allowed to teleport. We don't know right now.
Basically, like Naruto's dad.
Oh, yes, dude. I didn't think of that. But
that could be her legendary weapon.
The Naruto kunai.
Yeah,
that'll be really funny. But yeah, so that's her tactical. She's able to do that. We don't know if it's gonna be like an instant transport, or like maybe a wraith like trail, leading up to that. So we don't know about that yet. And then we're moving on to her ultimate, which her ultimate right now, the way they described it, because of the coding, we have no idea what it actually does. But the title of it is called Masquerade Bar or something. Crap, I forgot the name. Whatever, the detail that it says in the coding says steal loot.
Yeah.
So
people are assuming a bunch of things that she could steal the loot off of other characters, which is kind of OP. Like if you see a guy with gold armor, all of a sudden you hit, your
R1L1 peep.
You just got all the armor, dude. You're butt naked. Now let's take
I
them out.
definitely don't know how that's gonna work, but that is a damn interesting ultimate to see. Who knows how that's gonna work? It's just so interesting. Again, I know DJ Fuego, we're talking about this before. He doesn't know how her kit is like very team oriented. Again, I thought just the passive pinging stuff for your teammates is kind of helpful. Of course, her L1, that is kind of a selfish thing, her teleporter by herself. That's just her. And then her ultimate, we don't know how much stealing loot means or how it's going to work. So definitely we don't know any details on that. But that's going to be very interesting, and I can't wait. She sounds like a nice
I was thinking maybe she calls down like a supply drop.
But you want another lifeline?
That's what I was going to say that. I'm like, but there's somebody that does that already.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking maybe she could call like, this is stuff that I looted and stole before. Like, now we can use that now. But that's lifeline already. So what else can you do with her that, it's because they already took that trip that she's going to be a thief. She steals stuff. She's high looting. So like once you're on that trail, like what can you do with that?
Yeah, we definitely don't. And you could do a lot, man. You can make her go invisible if you want.
You already have somebody that goes invisible.
Yeah, you got Mirage, right? But the Mirage buff is coming. But, I guess you're right. There's only so much you can do with that whole idea of a translocating thief. Mm-hmm. But again, we don't really know the details of the ultimates and all that. This is just our speculation, our thoughts of what she might be able to do. But who knows? There might be more in-depth stuff coming in with that. Another thing which we don't have a video for, but
Wrecker says, "What if she has a wolf that could go loot boxes?"
Oh, a low bug? That would be pretty cool. Again,
that would be like an L1 though.
You think? So? Yeah.
because for super, like I don't think that would be.
Yeah. Dang, that's actually not a bad idea. I would have. That would have been really cool to see.
Yeah. And the wolf goes and gets it.
Gets the loot. So while you're fighting, he brings ammo. You just pick it up. All right.
Yeah.
So you don't have to loot. You don't have to spend your time looting. You just let the wolf do it for you. That's not a bad idea. But
Briss or copper?
I just love how you
After
guys.
Loa, please.
I love how everybody in the chat was just like, she's so thick. She's so thick. Okay, so before we leave off the Apex talk, so if you guys saw on our Instagram, we posted that we're gonna be giving away an Apex figure. We have, which ones are the ones that we have in stock? Do you know in specific?
No.
If I remember, I think we should have Pathfinder should be one of them, right?
Don't know. Don't remember.
Okay.
No more.
Well, whatever. If you do choose to win, you guys are going to be able to choose an Apex pop figure for this specific question, right? Just for this question. So, yeah, the question. Actually, it's not going to be a question. I want you guys to call in. So I want you guys to call in. And I want you to give me your best impression of a voice line from your favorite legend. Okay? So pick a voice line from your favorite legend and call in and do an impression of that same voice line. And Wrecker, you're exempt of this. You can't do this. All right? Great. So, jumping into the next piece of news.
More leaks.
More leaks.
It's like
more
a
leaks.
boat that's full of holes, man.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Next leak.
I love it. More leaks
just
is
kidding.
good news for us.
I love
Let it
it.
rain. Let it rain.
If you guys see, what is this? This is Rainbow Six Siege. So we got more leaks coming up on year 5, season 2. So that's going to be the next season of this year. We got codename Operation Hidden Eyes. I think that's a pretty badass sounding name. Sounds pretty interesting. So with this season, we got our house rework, which is the video that we're playing for you guys right now. This is what they showed off when they were gonna release. Oh my gosh, what were the last operators called?
Orcs and
Ayana.
Ayana.
Yeah, so at their reveal, they revealed the house rework that they're bringing this season. So
I
these are all the changes.
I feel so guilty destroying that house. That's a nice crib.
Yeah, right?
Dude, that's such a bad crib to live in.
What do you think about these changes? I know we talked about it before, but what do you think now?
I wonder is that what Wrecker's house looks like?
Dude, Wrecker's house probably does look like that.
California boy.
Is that true, Wrecker? California boy.
So they're changing. Do you remember playing this demo of House so long ago?
The beta.
So now they're just tearing it up. They finally finished the workroom. Now what do you call that
workshop?
room? The workshop.
That looks like baby room now. You see the little heart in the background, little neon heart.
Instead of saying hey, workshop, it's in baby room.
It's pink room, pink baby room. So yeah, definitely. I like the house rework. I liked how it looked. They're making it bigger, which I'm glad because the house was kind of tight.
Of all the things, Nikki wants to know if she could go down the slide.
Oh, dude, I thought the same exact thing. When I saw the tree house, I'm like, that's the first thing I want to try.
What you got to do is go down it with the drone. Because I don't know if in the Australia map, I don't know if you know there's like a little miniature golf course.
Oh, really?
Sometimes I go there and there's like a tire. And I just ride my little drone on it and just do circles on it.
No wonder Google's never finding the objective. Dang. But yeah, so they're going to be having the house rework and as well as the ping system, which we all know games are kind of putting into their games now. Like you ping an object, it'll pop up with a little icon saying what type of object that is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be pretty helpful. I think pinging, a Twitch drone or drone and knowing the difference would be pretty helpful. Or just pinging maybe a claymore or something like that. And just pinging a hole and you're like, okay, guys, that's a mini hole that they breached in. Definitely helps with communication and stuff like that. Because sometimes you put the yellow ping and you're like, oh, some people still get confused with the objective icon in a yellow ping.
Yeah. But my thing is, what is it gonna like silhouette the claymore, or is it gonna be a different color?
It's like,
do you have to hold it to change to ping normal?
No, I think it'll be like like
Because
just
in
like
Apex,
you
in
ping.
Apex, I only do 2 pings. I ping normal stuff, and then I ping enemies. I know there's like I'm gonna go check this room.
Oh,
I'm gonna go do this.
Like if you
Like
ping,
I don't have time to hold the button and like use the wheel and same thing with this in Apex. Apex is like this. That 1 second you're done. So if hopefully it's just like you
Yeah.
ping a claymore and it just tells you, hey, look, it's a enemy device or kill hole or something like that.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be like the normal ping, like you mentioned in Apex, where you just aim at something and it pings that item and it says it.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of saying it, because you don't want comms and all that crap being blocked, it would just have a little icon. Instead of it being yellow, the yellow little pingy sign, it will be
Like
a
blue
white
for
sign,
something.
and it would have a little drawing of a drone, regular drone.
Gotcha.
You get me? So I definitely think that that would be good. Just quality of life change for
Yeah.
for Rainbow. After that, so we're going to the ops leaked now. We have the first op is a defender. She's South African, and this is gonna be the first time we're gonna
She
have
gonna
a
be
female
thick too?
defender. Hey, South Africans, you don't know, man. But she's gonna be the first female defender that we've had since Clash, so it's been a while. And her name is gonna be called Phyllisway.
Feel this way?
Phyllisway. It's written in South African, so I'm trying my best.
The only South African actress I know is fine as hell, and it's Uma Thurman.
She's South African?
No, wait, no, not Uma Thurman. What's the girl from Monster? Charlize Theron.
Oh, I don't know who that is. I would not know who that is.
Dude, she's.
But yeah, okay.
So
we
I
got-
like Feel This Way.
So we got Phyllisway. Her gadget's called Smart Wire. First thing that comes to your head, Kuko, what do you think it is?
Smart wire. Bob wire that's smart.
Great. Awesome. So this is
I
barbed
did my
wire.
homework.
This is barbed wire that slows you down more, of course, than regular barbed wire. It damages you. We don't know if maybe it damages you at the speed of a
Is she
legion
a,
or
a
gridlock.
defensive?
She's
character?
defensive.
Okay.
yes. And it damages you. We don't know at what ticks, how much damage, whatever, but it's gonna damage you a bit. It's immune to melees.
Ooh, made out of stainless steel.
So I don't know how I feel about that. That's gonna be very strong, depending on how many she has in her kit.
They're gonna nerf
That'll
it.
be very strong. And whatever gadgets go through it, it would be pinged.
She's a maverick counter.
She's a, wait, fill it, fill it this way. Oh my gosh! But yeah, so crap. Well, I lost my train of thought. Gadgets that go through it are pinged. So let's say an Iona hologram goes through it, it'll be pinged. Oh, that's a hologram, or
Mhm.
she'll say
Or
that's a
drone
hologram, or a drone, or that's a Twitch drone going through my wire, or that's
Yeah.
a whatever. So yeah, that is her ability. What do you think about that? Do you think that's effective? Do you think that would help out in any way? What changes do you think that would bring to the game?
Well, changes it brings a lot because that would help a lot to slow someone down from, especially when you have these people that just bum rush at the beginning of the match. Now, that's it. We just said we're not doing realism anymore, right? We're just gonna because at the
I think
beginning,
we've been said no realism, in my opinion.
but at the first couple of operators were kind of grounded. The only one that I
Echo's
thought
drone going
maybe
invisible? Is that the one you're thinking of?
like I think
Like
all of them, the original, like let's say the first like
the first year?
first year guys,
Uh-huh.
all of them except Jaeger and Fuse, I think, are realistic.
What? Jaeger and Fuse are completely realistic to me.
Dude, there's a machine that can throw out grenades like that?
Dude, that is very realistic.
Okay.
It drills in a hole in the wall, and it's a
But
little...
is there a machine that does that right
Oh,
now?
of course not, Google. But
Okay.
that's very plausible.
Okay, plausible. Okay, we'll stick with plausibility. I think we were good all the way up to maybe Ying, and then we started kind of like tapering off.
What was after Ying, dude? Oh my gosh, I can't even remember that.
But whatever. they
Oh,
started
Lion
tapering.
and Finca. Lion, yes. Lions, we got into the kind
Yeah.
of...
And then Ayana just went just like AWOL. Like, he's like, whatever. So same thing with this fancy smart wire thing. Like,
Really?
yeah, like, dude, like,
What? It just slows you down, damages you, and then it I guess, okay, finding out what gadgets there is kind of implausible. But let's go into the next guy. Because then if you think she's implausible, we're going to talk about this guy. So we got the Norwegian operator. Right? Yeah, Norway,
Yeah.
Norwegian. Okay. So he's Norwegian. He's the attacker. And
Odin.
he's male. Odin.
Perfect
Amazing
name.
choice of name for that.
Yeah.
And his gadget's called Spider Drone.
Spider drone?
That's exactly what it is. It's a spider drone.
So basically like Spider-Man's little drone that walks around.
Yeah. It's going to be able to climb up walls, climb up on the roof, hang upside down, whatever. And it'll be able to make little holes to crawl through destroyable walls.
What? That is freaking awesome.
And it shoots out a little ball that explodes in an area, the area of effect.
And everybody gets webbed.
Everybody gets healed in that area.
Oh, so he's a healer for an attack. Dude, this guy he's got to be on everybody's team.
Yo, this is going to be broken.
I like Odin, even though I have no idea what Odin has to do with spiders and stuff.
Yeah.
They should have called him Pete.
Dude, this is going to be strong. Right now, we see that both operators have a lot of functionality, like a bunch of stuff their gadgets can do. We don't know if Ubisoft is still testing it because, again, we're for like 2 months away from the end of the season, 3 months away from the end of the season.
Nikki's like, they're going to nerf him so fast and so hard.
Oh, dude, they are. And this brought up a question to the community as well, was what happened to Finka's buff or rework? Because she was going to be reworked to be a healer.
She already heals.
Yeah, but like screw the whole like lowering your recoil, like straight up heal you like Doc.
But doesn't she heal you?
Yes, but like 15 hit points. 25. But they
But
want you
when
to
you're
heal
down,
you permanently.
when people don't use her the way, like if you're downed, she could automatically heal you.
Yeah.
But some people don't even do that. When you
People
sometimes
forget. Dude, I think people don't even know. Like
yeah,
new
because I've
players.
played with Finka and people have been down and I'm like, dog, can you please pick him up? All you have to do is hit your button and no matter where they are on the map, it revives them.
Ever since they did the change where when you're down and you get picked up to 25 health instead of 50, the same amount, any bullet can kill you in the same amount of damage. So people used to not pick up with Finka because you get picked up with like 5 health. But now there's no difference. So there's literally no reason why you should not pick up a down teammate that's on the cross the map by any chance with the thing. But the thing is that they want her, the health is a boost. Remember, it goes away after like 5 seconds. Remember?
Yeah.
So they want her now to be permanent. Kind of like Doc, if you're at 40, he heals you, you're at 75 now. Like
Yeah, except when you overboost.
if you overheal. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what they wanted to do. Hence, that's why they're talking about a rework so long ago because they're thinking, oh, let's put a healer on an attacking team because we have Doc on defending. So definitely that raises a question: what is the spider guy how is that gonna change that rework? Even without the healing, I think his drone is pretty capable and pretty strong.
Yeah, how many drones would he have? 1, 2?
I think he'll have 2 like Twitch. I think he'll have the amount of Twitch has.
Just to be able to work that spider inside the OBJ and have your friends while you're going in tell you, hey, look, blah blah blah, this and that.
Yeah. That or they leave a hatch unbarricaded on that same floor, and you go under them and crawl to the roof and make a hole through that, and the objective's right here.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just finding and playing around like that, it's gonna be very strong.
I think it'll be lots of fun though.
Yeah, that to me is cool. I love seeing operators that step out of and try out new things.
Yeah.
Ayana was different. That we've never seen that before, so she was cool.
I think they need a buff for a little bit.
Melee. I think
she should be able to
definitely.
ping when she goes in there.
At least, definitely. I agree
Just
with
normal pinging, stuff like that, but nothing out of this world.
So yeah, those were the changes that came out. Those were changes. Those were the leaks that came out for the new ops, talking about the new season as well. So that's the Rainbow Six news.
And
that
then
we got.
speaking of scary stuff, killing it with the remakes. As you know, they remade 1, 2, 3. Now they're working on making Resident Evil 4. For me, Resident Evil 4 is probably one of the best Resident Evil games. 5 and 6 were kind of They brought it back with 7. Do you want them to keep remaking these games, or you rather they just work on Resident Evil 8 and make something new?
To be completely honest with you, and I'm sad that I haven't played any Resident Evil probably ever before. I actually have. I'm willing to play them. So I guess I'm kind of the outlier here, but also in the sense I have a quote unquote voice because I would like to see them remake it just so I can play them again in a nicer looking fashion.
Yeah.
It looks nice and stuff like that. So I don't mind, but I feel like they definitely are kind of using it in a fashion of trying to get some money out of games that they've already developed.
It's because like I'm such old school that I remember Capcom busting out heavy hitters.
Yeah.
All the time, new games all the time, different games, and now I feel like they're just like resting on their laurels and just we're just gonna milk our old games. I'm excited because I like Resident Evil 4. I think it was really good. It was creepy as hell. Every time you're running around, all of a sudden you hear the chainsaw, and you're like, "Oh, dude, gotta start running! Chainsaw's coming for me." So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for people like you that were too young to play this game that actually can get
that's
to
probably
play it.
right. Yeah, that's why I never got
But
into
I
it.
hope that they have a whole other team working on new stuff.
They have to.
Like
Again,
Street Fighter. When's the last Street Fighter game came out?
dude, what? 2015?
Like when are we gonna get
just
a new
think
Street
of Marvel vs. Capcom, dude. The Infinite, that treacherous game. Nobody liked Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. They really failed on that one.
And they let it die.
And they just left it there, yeah. And people weren't happy. So
yeah, no Mega Man. I knew they were gonna remake Mega Man as well.
So sometimes I feel like they might be playing it safe here. Kind of holding true to their cards, the good ones that they have, but I think you're right. They definitely got to bring out something new because people are looking for fresh new games to play. Sometimes they play the old ones, but they're looking for fresh new things to try. Which we're gonna talk about one just like that a bit later as well.
Especially right now, let's talk about what they can spend their hard-earned money on.
Yes.
Well, wait. Like always, this was.
And that's the way the news goes.
So we talked a little bit about what's coming down the pipeline. So now we're going to talk about what we could spend our hard-earned cash on. But before that, we had one of our GameBros female GameBroski call in and left us a voicemail, which we want to play for you guys.
Hi, I'm calling to thank GameBros for helping me with my PlayStation Plus. They gave me a lot of great information about how to get free games every month, and also for giving me the link to their Amazon to buy a hard drive for my PlayStation. So thank you so much for all you guys do, and good job.
Well, we want to thank our female GameBroski for calling in. I helped this person out. I was astonished. We always talk about it on our show every month when they release the games for PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live with Gold that they can get free games. So just a little quick reminder, please. You're already playing for your PlayStation Plus. Go download the free games that you're getting. You get 2 free games. Like I told this person, in 1 year you get 24 games. You have a vast library of games that you can pick, and luckily I was able to help her out when the Sonic game was free because I know her son likes Sonic, and I'm like, dude, look, you can get this game for free. Mm-hmm. So go. So thank you for calling in and leaving a voice message. You guys can leave voice message on our show. We have a live. You guys can call in live as well. Yeah. But we have a 305 number, 305-600-1021 is the GameBros show phone number.
Yeah, so. And remember, we still got a little Apex figure to give away. So make sure.
I'm waiting for Jocelyn to call.
I'm waiting for anybody. I know Angel Nunez was down a call. He really wants a Pathfinder a figure. Jocelyn, for some reason, does not want to call. I don't know why. And just remember, you guys call in with, it's literally a little impression. You guys don't have to answer any questions. You call in, do your favorite voice line from your favorite legend, and just do it. Moving on, we're gonna go to games out this week. So first game we got is
this is an early access game that's coming out for Xbox now.
Okay.
It is Engineers. It's a pretty cool looking game. It's basically what it is. You are a space engineer. You're
You're an
engineering
engineer space.
ships and space stations and all that stuff, and getting them to work in outer space. And of course, people are gonna come and try to take over your space and I mean your base, your space base, and all that cool stuff. So that comes out this week for Xbox and PC.
Yes. That is going to come out on the 15th. So this Tuesday. Wait, yeah?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, whatever. The 15th. Next game we got is Blind Men, coming out for all consoles, including the Vita.
Who said the Vita was dead?
Dude, these past weeks have been very surprised. We've had a couple Vita games every single time on our games out this week.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool that the Vita's still alive. It's
So-
alive.
So yeah, dude, when I know Kuko when he's on the crapper, he's there on his Vita.
In
playing all
between
these
jobs
little
too.
games. Oh yeah.
I take it with me to work, and in between jobs, I just sit down and play a little.
Take a little break.
little stress break.
Yeah.
This game looks cool. It's pretty funny because it's about a grandson of a supervillain that's trying to become a supervillain. And
Oh,
it's,
really?
Yeah. So it's for Xbox, PlayStation 4, and the Vita.
And we got Vampire, the Masquerade, coming out on all consoles, coming out the 15th this week as well. This game is like a story based, like, oh my gosh, what are these games called when the characters like are just there and you don't really interact
Narrative?
with- I guess narratives. I guess
Narrative story.
narrative story game, and you choose different little choices and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a narrative story game.
That's a good question.
What?
I am hoping that you can.
Oh crap!
Nobody's ever addressed that yet, but that's a good question.
You know, it is. You know why though? I think
Because
Actually,
you,
dang, that's a
if
good
you have Fortnite and you're playing cross-plat, you should be able to.
oh, that's game chat. But he's talking about parties, and that's a completely different thing.
But parties to me is simpler than game chatting between games. Because
That's
when it becomes a game chatting thing, the game maker and the game manufacturer needs to give you that capability. But in
Yeah, yeah.
Sony's network and the one we're paying PlayStation Plus for,
If they
it should be.
if they decide to stay with the regular parties, oh my god, if they decide to stay with regular parties,
Why'd you change your camera?
because I thought we were gonna have a discussion back and forth, so I didn't want to be focused on
Okay.
it. I don't think that's a good idea, just because I don't want PlayStation parties.
You want
I
something
want
better.
Discord. I want Discord on PlayStation. I'm having hopes that they put Discord on PlayStation.
Why? What
Only
does
because-
Discord give you that the PlayStation?
Like the whole community thing. It's easier to manage and do stuff like that. And I think it's way better
PlayStation
for...
has it, but very
That's the other thing I don't like.
like you have communities, you have chats, you could post stuff, post stories, you could do all that stuff, but it's just so convoluted. Like you can't know where things are going. But I understand. So you would like to have like a Discord style service, or you want Discord itself to be bought by Sony? Like that's not gonna happen.
Not bot.
But how do
But I
you?
think they can be like, they can ask them.
Discord, can you please come on PlayStation 5?
Hey, I can maybe. It's just because, it also makes it easier for people like us.
Yeah.
We can maintain our community there, and it's easy. We all hop in on a nice Discord chat in our community, in our Discord. If you guys want to join our Discord, again, links down below. We'll also put the link in the chat so you guys could check it out. We always ask, who's on, who wants to join, hop in the game, whatever, with us and play with us.
Or when we stream, you guys can stream with us.
Yeah, so you guys are more allowed to join. But yeah, I just think that, to me, Discord also would help universify everything. Who knows? Maybe Xbox gets Discord. Guess what? Now cross-platform chat is way easier.
Yeah.
So again, I think it's just a way to universify and connect everybody.
And I know everyone is dying for cross-platforming already.
Yeah.
I know Xbox has been pushing it a lot. I think Sony's the one that's been kind of apprehensive as far as cross-playing. So that is the wave of the future. I think
Yeah.
if we could have a Discord, that would solve the problem for Joshy.
Oh yeah, so he doesn't have to do all that. But yeah, hopping into
Great question though.
Yeah, that was a good question. Hopping into, if you guys have more questions, again, just shoot it at us. We're more willing to discuss that. For the next games out this week, we don't have the videos, but we will just name them off so that we guys can know. We have Machinarium, which was a game that came out on PS4 before and on the Vita. That comes out on the 16th.
You don't want to show it?
No, you don't have it.
I didn't put it?
No, you didn't put the rest.
Okay.
That's okay. We got Save Your Nuts coming out on the 16th as well. That's going to be coming out on everything.
I didn't put it? Oh my gosh.
No.
I didn't do my job properly.
Yes, I know.
I'm getting
I
fired.
was kind of bothered. Just kidding. We got Cryo Gear coming out on the 17th for
And
Xbox
Save Your Nuts is
and
about
PS4.
saving nuts. And it's about
Is it actually?
squirrels that try to capture nuts and put them in baskets. And like that's the game.
Wow.
I wish I could have showed you these squirrels
I
running
want
around.
to see squirrels saving nuts. Okay, what about Cryo Gear? Do you know what Cryo Gear is about?
Cryo Gear is a pixelated 16-bit style game which looks very interesting and looks cool. I wish I could have shown it to you guys, but I failed. I'm sorry.
It's okay. And then we have Freak Out Calamity TV show
Damn, I didn't put that one either.
coming out on
So that's
the
that's a
17th.
twin stick shooter that I don't know. Back in the day, you're too young. We used to play a game called Smash TV, and it's basically you're on a TV show where you're trying to massacre all these people and just going crazy and killing people. And the more people you kill, and the ratings go up.
Oh,
Basically,
really?
that is the same idea for this Freak Out.
Oh, that's
thing.
funny.
So it's a twin stick shooter.
That's funny. I wish they would remaster Conker's Bad Fur Day. Conker's Bad Fur Day. That sounds very familiar. What is that?
Which one?
Wait, I actually want to look that up because that's Conker's Bad Fur Day. What is that? That sounds super familiar. Oh, I've seen this. Have you ever played this? Or oh crap, somebody's calling in. Where's the button? I can't find the button.
It's down. Right there.
Hello, caller. Whoa.
I'm here to do the.
Wait. Give us 1 second. Can I hang up this
with the
call?
TV?
Okay, I'm sorry. Continue with your Pathfinder voice impression.
All right. In case you didn't know, you get here by winning. Good luck. All right, that's it.
Hey, that was pretty good.
That's good.
That was pretty good. So if you want to, what is your Instagram? Or do you already have it? Google.
No.
What is your Instagram or what is your...
It's Harley.Nino.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right. Sounds good. We'll be hitting you up on... We'll hit you up on Instagram and so that way you can choose your figure, all right? All right,
Okay,
Dale.
thank you.
No, thank you, man. Thanks for
Thanks for
participating,
calling.
man. We appreciate it. We had someone else that was calling, but the calls kind of
Oh, dude, they
interjammed each
intercepted
other.
at the same time.
We've been asking for
So-
someone to call for a while, and then they both
I
called
know,
at the same time.
time. Okay, so real quick, we are also giving away, if you guys saw on Instagram, we're giving away the Rainbow
You
Six
could choose two. I mean, you could choose either or.
one. Okay, so yeah, either or. So again,
Oh, hopefully this is the person that was trying to
Yeah.
call before.
hello, caller.
I'm not ready for this.
Is that the line? I'm not ready for this. Imagine somebody jumping out of the Apex playing like, I'm not ready for this.
This is crap rapper. I'm not ready for this, but I'm gonna try.
All right, man. Give it your best.
Mirage's line is, "My squad's gonna beat your squad."
That was perfect.
That was good.
We got you. Do you want this Mirage, by the way?
Yeah, I would love the Mirage.
Okay,
Yeah, if
this
you-
is a
if you
collector's
see it,
edition one.
It's a collector's edition.
And if you see half of his body is
The
turned it the
hologram.
wrong way. So we'll get you this one, all right? Crappy rapper.
So yeah, drop
Can-
your
can-
Instagram again in the Twitch chat or YouTube, wherever you're watching, so that way we can.
Why? Wait,
Uh,
before we hang up, why do you call yourself Crappy
Crap
Rapper?
it's crap rapper, but at a young age, like my brother used to rap, and his friends would rap, and they were like, "Hey, you should try to rap too." So I wrote down like rap lyrics, and then like when I went to go try to say it, instead of saying the words, I went "Get," and they were like, "Oh, crap rapper, that's your name."
You should have just went with what Eminem went with: spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti.
Oh man.
Thank you,
Kuko,
man.
you have me on. You have me on Instagram. You talked to me. I think it was yesterday.
All right, cool.
Alright.
I told you about my mom.
Yeah. How is she doing?
Okay.
Good.
Right now she's on kind of like full life support,
Oh, man.
but they found the infection in her lungs, so they're trying to give her the antibiotics for as long as she can, take them to get
Yeah.
better. So we're just praying that she, pulls through.
All right, man. We'll
That
be
sounds
praying
good,
for
man.
her too as
Yeah.
well. I'll get your info. We'll make sure you get that. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Appreciate
have
you,
a
man.
happy
Thank you
Easter.
for everything.
I'm almost here for you guys. If you guys need it.
All right, cool, man. Appreciate you.
All right.
Mirage.
I
Going
never
back
heard
to
him say
the,
that
it was
voice
pretty
line.
funny though.
Nah, he did
I'm
a-
not ready for this.
But yeah,
No, you did a great job with the Mirage.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, those are the two people. Crap rapper.
What happened? Come.
What happened? Come here. We had a special guest pop in at a very unsuspecting time.
Before you come, just come, sit.
Come here, jump over here. Just so you can help us out with one of these things that we're actually gonna talk about. Hey,
what is
Kuko,
that?
if you can put, right, there you go.
Hello?
Yeah, you're good. You guys see the man, the myth, the legend right here?
You came, you saw, you shot a few things, then you met me. And here we are.
You should know all those by
You should-
heart.
Yeah, DJ Fuego definitely knows a lot of
Well,
those
before we
names.
continue, last week was our 100th episode.
Oh man.
We had the privilege of having one of the original tree was Lord Infamous. Now you're seeing the other original three,
Oh, yeah.
which is my brother DJ Fuego. If you don't know, that's why it's called Game Bros, because it was basically brothers getting together talking about games.
Yeah.
So it's so weird how far we've come from your bedroom where we shot the first show.
Yes, I
to
saw
here.
it the other day. It was so funny. It's crazy. How we used to set up the room and everything, move all the furniture around.
The
just try to
intro video.
intro, the videos playing on the PlayStation. It was on the PlayStation. That was our only video player. I can't believe, I think about it, it's like, why did we do it in that kind of method, or why did we do it that way? But whatever, that's just crazy.
At the time, that was like the only way that we could. But well,
But if you look at it, we were kind of like ahead of its time doing what we're doing, because nobody was doing a show like that. Basically, they would do,
Podcasts. Just sit there and just talk and no
exactly,
video,
like that.
no-
And it wouldn't. And the whole purpose of us doing the whole show was because we talk how it is and we say what it is, So that's what our whole point of making Game Bros was, just say it how it is and all that stuff. And there's nobody, putting money in our pockets to say something, or there's nobody going to say anything else for us. We say what it is and we play the games. We know how it is. We talk to the people. They have their opinions and we voice all that stuff. And that's why we're here. And we give a lot of news. I mean, like, our show is pure news, good news, not just blah, blah, blah news. And you're talking about people
Yeah.
that play the games and play pretty good. If you've seen our videos, you've seen us play Apex and all these different games. We're pretty good. We're not the greatest, that's for sure. But still, it's cool to see that, because I see other videos, IGN and all those they suck at video games. I seen them play and they're terrible.
Oh, okay. Calm down. You're getting a very heated
I'm just
debate.
trying to
Because
fill in because
I
Kuko went
agree
to
with
go
you.
get
I
some
agree with
relic
you.
there, I think.
But yeah, definitely we just, like we've always mentioned on the show, we try to be different. Hence the call-in stuff. We want you guys to participate.
Yeah, I really like that. That's cool.
Yeah, you guys can call in, give in your comments, give us questions. We're always open to discussion. Whatever questions you guys have about anything, maybe, what'd you think of this new update? What'd you think of this new item? Whatever. We're more willing to interact with you guys. Remember, you guys are the fans. You guys will make this show great. So definitely, just again, that's why we do the show. We do it for you guys, and because we enjoy doing it ourselves. And that's why we always try to make the show different and cool and interactive for you guys to participate with us. So Google came back from diving in the tombs like freaking Laura Croft over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we want to continue so that way we don't really elongate your night and evening and finish off with the news and stuff we got. So we're going to hop into the reviews.
So first of all, we're gonna talk a little bit about Apex. That's why we're glad my brother's here. He's a big fan of Apex,
Yes.
and we're gonna talk a little bit about the small little changes, but to me, I think were really good changes. First thing I noticed was a blue all of a sudden,
Oh, yeah.
and I was playing with my brother. I'm like, dude, like, what's up with this blue box? And I had no idea what the difference was, and he explained to me what it was.
Yeah, so Lifeline gets another passive with this blue box. Only her can open a secret compartment on those blue bins, supply bins. So then at the bottom, there's like a drawer and 3 things pop out more. So they're usually just more shield cells or
Yeah, health.
It's like
health
healing.
wise,
yeah.
and some mags like mag
Or support
upgrades,
stuff. It's all
stuff.
support.
Yeah,
like those
so
things.
it's pretty good for the beginning of the game. Is the best for her. She's pretty good, and I think it's better for her. She's more useful for the matches.
Yeah.
At that point.
Oh, I think that adds a whole new dimension for her, and having to use her as a team player, I think it's really good.
Yeah.
I also like the fact that they change the maps every 30 minutes. I think that's something that
It's
very.
it's too long. The times
No,
are
I
2
don't-
hours for Kings Canyon and World's Edge, and then 30 minutes for Kings Canyon nighttime.
It's weird.
I thought it was 30 minutes each match.
No, it's not. It's 2 hours.
I
each one.
personally don't like it.
I personally don't like it as well. I think it's too much of a time difference for each one, and I feel like if you're only gonna have challenges for World's Edge, it's very annoying to do those challenges because you're not gonna be able to play on the map the entire day like before.
Tell me about it.
You know,
But that's if you're a challenge hoarder or you want to complete all your
Dude, I
challenges.
want to do my battle pass though. You get me?
Yeah, that's the thing.
So like, I
So
get
then
it.
you gotta
I
wait
like
almost
that
2
you
hours
can
just
pick
to
all the
get back
maps.
on the map to do your challenges.
Yeah, that exactly.
And if you're playing by yourself and you're playing with some other guys that don't want to drop where you need to drop,
And he
Oh,
sells King
tough
Canyon is not a good map.
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't like the old map. I
love
beg
the
to
old
differ
map.
with you. The old map to me is better than the new one.
Yes, it's funny how you can see, or at least I can see a difference in gameplay between the 2 maps, and I have to use totally different characters between the 2 maps because it's just different.
Can you explain?
Like I always tell Prodigy, like a World's Edge is more open. There's less buildings, less coverage, so like I can't use Lifeline. It's very hard for somebody when they get down, they can't hide in a house like we used to do in Kings Canyon, where you can heal them up real quick and expect the door to open.
Yeah,
and you can
Harley
blast
says
them.
the map rotations are terrible.
Here
agree.
in World's Edge, so open, like I can't heal them in the middle of the battlefield. They'll just tear me apart. So I barely use her. Same thing goes with this girl, the electric girl. What's her name? Watson. She's useless in the World's Edge because there's no buildings. There's no doors.
You
there's
just
no
cover
buildings.
up like the
Yeah, like there's
like
a
a
fence
tunnel.
in the middle of the field. Like it's terrible. But in Kings Canyon, there were so many buildings. Say, hey, we gotta lock down real quick. There's people coming. I could do it in a building.
Caustic as well.
Caustic as well is much better there. All the defensive people are much better and support people. But the snipers and everybody else are much better in World's Edge because it's all open. And I think that's why they did that.
Yeah.
So,
They
so in
wanted-
other words, to make World's Edge better, they need to make more of like
I don't
the
think.
earth crushing thing to add more coverage, like
I
make
don't
up
think
different
it's-
things like that to make.
Yeah, and in the sense of I don't think it's bad map. It's just the play style is completely different.
Yeah.
And so
Maybe
again,
throw the night thing
you
in there.
know,
That would would be
Oh,
crazy.
dude, nighttime World's Edge,
It would look
seeing
cool because of the
lava
lava
and
glow
everything.
stuff
That would
like
be really
that. It
cool.
would be pretty cool.
But yeah, like Harley mentioned, he said here, Angel Nunez mentioned, gotta wait 2 hours to do my battle pass challenges. Map rotations are terrible. Again, I completely agree. I do not like that. I think it takes too long. I think how Kuko mentioned it, 30 minutes, that would be completely
But
fine.
my thing is, if
I
you
thought
do
that's what
30
it
minutes,
was.
you play one match and you go to first place. That's it. You only played one match. I don't.
Well, yeah.
I think
So you
they
think you should
shouldn't
do it like a
that. I
weekly
think
or
it should
daily
be-
I think
yeah.
it's how Wrecker said it.
They should just
Or
do it how
maybe-
they were doing before, where you could pick. For 1 week, you had night matches, and if you want to do it through the night matches.
I like
and then
that
if you
better.
want to jump back to the other one, just how they did before, I thought it was fine because then you get to play both and be like, hey, I got to do my challenges. Let me do them real quick, and then let me jump back to the night mode or to the day mode or whatever. So you get to kind of choose. But the whole forcing the time thing, it takes too much time. Like sometimes I'm like, man, I gotta wait 2 hours to get
Yeah,
do
to
my
go back into it.
challenges.
Yeah, I think I like the way you put it. The 1 week, you can pick this one or that one, and then go off into the other one. Wrecker also puts OG map picking, and OG PUBG map picking, which that one you literally pick what map you want to play.
Yeah.
But I see an issue being there is, like I told DJ Fuego when
Yeah.
they came out on Tuesday, was you're going to split and divide the community a lot. So looking for a match is going to take way longer because they use skill-based matchmaking. So, it's going to take a bit more to find a match. So they definitely didn't want to do that. Hence why they're trying the map rotation with this update.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Elisa also mentions about how World's Edge is perfect for my rush tactics. It's all about rush, rush, rush.
True.
Kings
It is
Canyon, I fight a squad and six other squads third party. I'll agree with that one, but that's because Kings Canyon is smaller than World's Edge in my opinion. At least that's how I feel.
And the thing
Oh, it
is
is
that
because when you drop from one side of the map to the other, and in
can make it-
World's
Oh,
Edge
yeah.
you can't. So therefore, there's the proof in the pudding.
And the
as
other
far as
thing
the-
with Kings Canyon, everybody knows the spots. You know what I'm saying? And everybody sticks to those little cities. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. So you're always gonna fight in the
Definitely.
same spot. You're not gonna catch people in between because that's where they like to hide at. So that's why you end up getting those
Yeah.
third parties.
So I actually thought that people liked the fact that the maps were changing. I can't believe that I'm getting the opposite from you and everybody else. Maybe I'm the only one. I
you
just
like
it
the
because
map change? I like the map. I love it. It's
I like the
something
fact
new.
that every time I play, it's different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do
It,
like
it,
that.
it refreshes thing, but I never thought of it as the aspect of the challenges.
Point.
Maybe if they could make like a uni
That's what we're saying.
challenge
If
where it could apply on
every
everything.
map,
Yes.
it will make it perfect. I think.
Get rid of like the location damaging
Dude,
stuff.
please do that. Oh my goodness. There was a tweet I saw and there was a whole thread, a bunch of people commenting on it. Was like, dude, do people on the mini map just thermal station and dome don't exist? Because every time I land there for my challenges, nobody's there.
So true.
So
man.
it is true.
It's true.
I can never do my damage or my knockdowns in dome or thermal station because nobody lands there.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, dude, it really sucks. And now I never get hit by a sniper because I don't stop moving. Dude, Eliseo's one of the Pro League Wraith mains. That he plays Wraith and he's super, super good because I've played with him.
So why haven't you streamed with him?
I know, right?
Oh, because Eliseo, they kind of kicked me out of the squad. No, I'm kidding. I haven't. Every time I hop on, I'm either with a full squad already, so I'm not able to play with them.
Yeah.
But I would be down to be with Eliseo and Angel because we used to play ranked. I want to play ranked.
I need to play
I
ranked.
need to play ranked before the season ends. Okay, so we've been talking a lot about a bunch of opinions and crap, but let's go into what happened this week. We talked about last week how Apex Respawn put out the trailer of The Old Ways, which is a Bloodhound backstory. And with that came the new location spot, which is called Trials. This takes over Sniper Mountain, which was where Skyhook was. And now it's like a big...
Next to Skyhook.
Yeah, next to Skyhook, you
Yeah.
had Sniper Mountain. So now it's a big raven. And
I just like how
big
the
pit.
community named it Sniper Mountain. Like it was not like named on the map that way. People just named it that.
because everything in the bins, the only things were
It's all
snipers,
snipers.
on purpose.
Yeah.
So now you have this big raven, which was Bloodhound's raven, and you could drop in there, and it's a pit where you basically enter an arena, a little mini arena, and you activate the arena by pressing these like pads that are there in the center, and you go through 3 waves of the prowlers that we mentioned a couple weeks ago, which are these big, like, little
That we
beasts.
showed the
Little
leaks one.
beasts,
Yeah.
they're huge.
Yeah, they're actually pretty big. They come out in the different waves. Each one, of course, getting progressively harder and having more. And dude, if you're not prepared, they tear you up by the second or third wave.
This is fun, man.
So at the
It's
beginning,
funny.
it's cool because when you land there, other teams are wanting to experience it. So you have to first battle the
Battle
people that
them
in
off.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Then-
context. Sorry, real quick. Sorry to cut you off, but here the gameplay you guys are watching is actually from our live stream that we did that Tuesday. It was Wrecker, Nex, and I.
Nex?
We hopped in the chat. Yeah, Nexa. Sorry,
What?
Nexa. We hopped in the chat. We were hopping in on Apex. We all played together and we streamed. And in this match, we actually do all 3 waves, which you guys are gonna be able to see us do. And well, actually, we hopped in while a team was doing the first wave, and we killed them while the beasts were attacking them. So we took advantage of that. And then after we kill and do the 3 waves, we end up winning the match. But right now, we're just gonna show
He
you the
sounds like
gameplay
it's
of
something
the different
special. We
trials.
did it too, right?
Yeah, we did
Hey,
it. Like,
come
it's all
on,
good.
dude. We did it on stream.
I did-
Proof.
I
The
did it
proof is in the
twice.
pudding.
But
The
okay,
proof is in the pudding.
so at the beginning, everybody wants to experience the prowlers. I think that little by
Yes.
little, that's gonna die
It
off.
washes away, yeah.
And then
it had
so-
already washed away. I've
so-
noticed not that many people are dropping over there.
Okay, so when you do drop there and you do the challenges, you get rewarded.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel that the rewarding paid off for you?
Oh, dude.
I
Dude,
think
you
it
guys-
sucks because
you
you, gotta
guys
fight
watch
like
what
10
happened to me-
teams and the prowlers. And the reward there, it's terrible. It should be all gold. I think you should come out there looking like
What? I think it's
Like
easy.
a rapper?
like a rapper. Yeah,
It's easy though. Like the thing
What's
is
easy?
easy. The challenge. Like
the
it's,
challenge is kind of easy. If you're not
Yeah,
prepared,
so-
it'll tear you apart.
Oh,
But if
yeah.
you're prepared and you see what's going on, then you're like, okay, it's good.
Yeah.
Cause come on, admit it. When the first time you saw those lions and
I
tigers
think
and
you should
weren't
walk
ready,
out there
I
like
you
was
were
definitely- I was
and
screaming,
you're like,
dude.
what the frick? Those things were
I
chasing
mean,
you,
but
they
look at
jumped
look at
you.
Nexus strat here, dude.
But
We
if-
put Watsons all over the damn
Exactly.
thing,
You
and
just
they
need
couldn't
Watson,
do anything.
Watson and Caustic, and do not drop in straight in.
Yeah, if you
best
guys
thing
saw,
is
we landed outside
to
on
the
the
back
bins.
outside.
Yes.
That's what I was gonna say.
And we moved
But how
on.
did you do with all the shouting that she does when
Who?
you guys were streaming?
What do you mean?
Nexus?
Nexus screaming? She.
Yeah. Oh, she's so loud. I don't know how you guys can deal with it.
You're. That's hilarious.
I'm being sarcastic. By
I
the way.
know.
She,
you're-
it's like she's like
so
a
quiet.
like she's yeah.
A teddy bear.
I was gonna say teddy bear button.
But yeah, so
I think that by the end of the third wave, you should walk out of there like if you walked into a vault.
Yes.
okay.
Maybe
think
not
so.
the
If-
whole team all gold out and
Yeah.
you know, looking like NFL football players, but
but look at this though. Look at what I
Damn,
got
you
from
guys
it.
got a lot, man.
Look what we got.
You got 2 golds. I went through there. All I got was
One
it
purple, 2
gold
blues.
and one purple. Yeah, it was one girl. Yeah, it was terrible. No guns, no attachments.
Yeah,
no
we
nothing.
kind of did get lucky on this run, man. We got 2 gold
like I
armies.
said, like what does it take to get a vault key? Just shooting down a drone.
finding
Yeah,
a
and then-
dude,
Walk in
land in
there.
Mirage Voyage and wait till the gold thing pops out on the disco ball. You always get a key there.
Yeah.
But in this case, you're fighting waves. I think you should at least leave there,
Decked
like
out.
if you went to a vault,
Okay.
maybe a purple and a gold, something like that. Some good attachments.
Or something better. Like there's no backpacks. It was all first aid and shields.
I don't think
and
they
then
should.
just
There are weapons there though too, right? When you fall there, there's
yeah,
weapons.
there's
Yeah,
weapons
yeah.
racked up on the little stone ravens that open up when you do the challenges.
and there's some on the floor all over the place, just for everybody could kill each other. It's pretty funny. But
But yeah.
it's crazy. I think it's fun.
It was a
though. I
really
think it's
nice
different. What I
change.
I
Yeah.
like is kind of like a little mini game
Yeah.
inside the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just a fun change, just like how they do. I still say that the best one is the train. That game was like the best.
Oh, the
Oh, the
train-
game
the-
mode.
yes.
Yeah, but what about changes to arena? Do you think?
I
that-
think
Do you
I've-
think Gauntlet's been better, or do you think Wraith's Laboratory is better?
But the gauntlet, what did you do
I
in
don't
the
like
gauntlet?
race
though?
because
Well,
it's
It's my favorite place to drop, and you know
Oh, no,
that.
I like race. What I'm talking about. I don't like ravens. This guy.
Octane,
No, this last
Oh,
one. The only
Bloodhound?
thing with bloodhounds is that it's not usable
like the
as
loot.
a place.
Oh, as a
to
place.
play. And I noticed that the circle never ends around there.
Oh, I
what
understand
I'm
what you're
saying?
getting.
But like in Rafe,
Getting it.
sometimes you can use that place to come in and out. I think Race is the best one because it's indoor and outdoor, and you can use the teleportation to launch, so it's very useful. And this guy Octane's, it's just fun to jump around to different spots, and they have that
Mhm.
little hoop in the middle. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think personally, Race is like the best one out of the changes out of the maps.
I said in prior shows before, I would like for them to do that in the map, like in random spots. Like you're just running around, you're looting, and all of a sudden prowlers come at you.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
like
cool.
like I said
I think
in
they should
Kings
do that.
Canyon, that you see these huge. I think they're ant piles. I don't know what the heck they are, but they look like these
All hives.
hives or whatever. I would like that you're running through there, and all of a sudden these killer bees or big giant ants start attacking. You got to deal with that as well, because
that
I
would be
think
cool, man.
it would change the monotony of the game.
Yes.
It would change,
Yeah.
the aspect of
Yeah.
like
No,
it
you get
happened
to
like
use up
yesterday. I
your-
was playing the Jedi game, and then there's this big monster that's fighting these guys. I just sit there and watch them, and they're like, let them kill each other, and then kill whoever's left over.
Yeah.
Same thing with that. If you see prowlers attacking a squad, I'm like, all right, let them go at it. Okay, now I'm gonna go capitalize now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a third party like crazy.
But I
Yeah.
think that would add something.
It would
Yeah.
though, yeah,
That-
totally changes it. And I
Yeah.
was gonna say, it uses up your ammo, your shield. You get to use it more. It's more dynamic.
Mhm.
Because sometimes it's like you loot, and then dog, I remember one time I won with Quito and Retro. Dude, we fought one person, and we won.
Yeah.
The whole time we were just running and looting. We're doing what we had to. It's not like we were hiding or camping. We're actively looting and
But you
going
just
towards the
happen to
circle.
not fight.
And we happened not to fight nobody. And then when we got to the last circle, it was just one random dude, and we just and it felt kind of like
Yeah,
I guess
we won. I guess.
I had a
Yeah.
match like a day ago.
I won one, and I have it clipped where I won the match without shooting a bullet. I won because the circle shrunk and the person was not in the circle. And I'm climbing up the mountain. It was Kings Canyon, when you're climbing up the bones to Skull Town.
Yeah.
And I'm there just climbing. And all of a sudden, you win. I'm like, what the?
Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah, a theory. I mean, something I thought in my mind when we were talking about Loba and how they might implement, how Pathfinder might have the robots because they're building robots or whatever. My gosh, I forgot what they're called. Whatever. I was thinking, getting maybe a little bit of inspiration from Fortnite, because in Fortnite, I don't know if you guys know, with this new season, there's like the robber and thieves theme.
Oh, they've been doing that for a while, like the bots and stuff.
Yeah, so they put these AI like guards inside these facilities where you can go and find loot and put codes and hack stuff and go and steal vaults or whatever in the middle of the match. And they have all those guards as AIs and stuff. So to me, introducing maybe this whole new thief character, and maybe having a facility where robots are guards and stuff like that, and we can fight AI guards and stuff like that. I think would be cool. Again, I think the Prowlers is a first step into putting AI into the game in the middle of a match. So I think Respawn definitely is going to be building upon that and advancing and introducing cool new things for us to like experience in the arena.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really cool. So rating, Kuko,
We
DJ.
we didn't even talk about the leak SMG.
No, I did. I mentioned it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the Volt SMG that's been data mined for who knows how long, and we all know it's from Titanfall 2, so it's going to be an energy-based SMG. So that's going to be very interesting for having a fast energy-based weapon, because we've only had all the slow LMGs, or you need a turbocharger, or the slow Havoc. So that's going to be really
took
cool
the
to see.
turbocharger off. Though.
Oh yeah, they took off the turbocharger. They left
like
it on
the
the
worst
Devotion
thing ever.
though,
Yeah,
for
they put it on
legendary
the
weapon
Devo.
though.
That gun's nasty. If you have that gun, look for that gun. You're gonna win
Yeah.
automatically.
Which one?
The
Devotion in the
Volt
supply
one.
drops.
Oh.
So like the last supply drops, that's where they're at. It's a tip. If you want to win, get the last supply
You
drop.
heard it here, folks.
Yep.
Y'all
So-
like-
So yeah. So quick review. I mean, quick little. I guess your rating on it, Kuko.
I liked overall. I thought it was cool. I liked the thing. I don't know how long. I don't know if I'm gonna keep dropping and fighting these raptors or whatever. What are they called again?
Prowlers.
Prowlers. I thought it was cool. I thought it was fun. I like the whole backstory behind it with Bloodhound and everything. I thought that was cool. Like I said, I would like for it to be implemented more, and I would also like for it to give you more of a value for it. That because especially if there's more value there, people are gonna want to drop there, and if people are gonna drop there, that means you have to battle that people and then battle the prowlers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that gives it a more risk reward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think I land Gauntlet and just go straight to the hoop and get whatever purple armor or gold weapon is in the middle?
Don't make fun of my landing spot.
I'm not making fun of it. I love your land. I love Gauntlet. DJ Fuego, what's your little rating?
I rate
overall?
it's really good. I think it's a big change on the Apex, the way they did it. They haven't done something like this, especially with the AI. They could improve it a little bit more, like we talked about on the reward. It's a lot of risk that's involved in this, because I've played matches where we do all 3 challenges, and then one team just waits and then takes us out, and then take all of our loot. I hated that. But it's very risky. That's why you should have a lot of good stuff there. And the Prowler thing, like we talked about, I wish they can throw them out in the open, and we should battle them out. I like the AI on these Prowlers.
It would be cool if the AI was so advanced that if somebody started the challenge and then died, that the Prowlers would go out and just kill people.
Dude, that would be awesome. Imagine them just running in the middle of the field and they're running at you.
They have a pretty good AI. Like when they come out, they know how far you are, and they jump at you, or they try to get at you.
Yeah,
faster.
they either lunge or just run.
Yeah, and it's pretty crazy. The only thing is they're slow when they're around you, though. I noticed.
Yeah.
Right? They don't attack. They attack you once and just sit there. I wish it was a little bit faster.
Like they got a cooldown or something that
it looks like that.
activate.
But I think the challenge is cool, and it goes nice with the story. And a little side note, I guess, if you drop with this guy, Bloodhound, and you go to that gun that's it's like
the artifacts.
The artifact, she'll say a little part of her story there too.
We did it in the live stream actually.
Yeah.
That same clip, we did all the 3 artifacts. It was the beast, the skull, the beast on the wall, the Bloodhound mask and shield, and the charge rifle that was there as a hologram.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. Again, I love when Respawn goes into their lore and stuff like that and expounds on the universe and tries to integrate so much different things into it. My rating on this, I thought it was a great update. Just little things. Again, map rotation, a bit saddened by it because it is kind of annoying, waiting 2 hours to play on the next map or whatever. Definitely think it's a good start, though, to something better that Respawn is going to look into. I love the new job spot. I thought it was pretty interesting. So yeah, that is a review for the Old Ways event.
So Gamer Action Wear is talking about a P2020 with the hammer point.
Oh boy,
he loves it. Now, I got a question for you. We were talking. We like to play Warzone. In Warzone, you drop with the gun automatically. You don't drop with nothing. We talked about Apex maybe doing that in the future. Would you like to drop with a 2020 or Mozambique or something, or like a small handgun or something? Would you like to drop, or you like just let's go fists?
I think it would change the game totally, because the fun part is like when you drop and you drop with a group of people. It's like you gotta look for a gun, and if you don't have a gun, you have to go beat them up, and sometimes you win. I mean, sometimes you can win that. If you drop with guns, it kind of just evens. I don't know. I think it just doesn't take the fun away, because that's the fun part when you
the
drop
heart
without
beating.
a gun.
That's what you like. You like the
intensity when you drop.
I told you, Prodigy, the dopamine.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, for real. They got it mastered.
A little bit down. There.
Hello, caller. Hello. Wait, we can barely hear you. We're so sorry. What? Oh, he had us talking in the background.
Yeah.
Okay. If you do want to talk, call back again.
Thank you.
But thank you. So yeah, continue.
We gotta do something about changing the
whole
screen.
drop thing. Yeah, like I don't think that will work. I think it's just different. I don't know why they do Call of Duty.
You don't think
they did it because they would have to add the animation of no. Handgun they already have it there.
Oh, they already
fights.
have hand animations though.
They do fight
Do
though.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
That's-
yeah,
that's
when you're in the
just weird.
freaking gulag.
Yeah. But
I liked it though. I like the
I
fact
like-
when
I
I
like
drop,
dropping
I
a
got,
pistol, but I-
I feel like I got more of a chance.
I think in Apex though it's different though. In Apex you don't drop with any shield.
The thing with Call of Duty is there's so much coverage
Up.
that you
Little
have
down.
a chance there too.
To the right a little bit. There.
Hello? Caller.
Hello.
Yeah. What's up?
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's up?
There you go.
There
If
he
you
is,
want
the
to talk
man, myth,
Apex right
legend.
there, this is the guy you want to go to, Mr.
I had
500
to,
Club.
I had to call. No, I called earlier, but my call kind of like coincided with somebody else.
Oh,
And I
that was
trying to
you.
do my own
Oh,
my
wanna
own
hear a voice
Bangalore
here.
impression.
Do
but,
do that as well though.
Yeah, no, so I was talking. I wanted to kind of give my opinion on a few of the things you guys talked about in Apex.
Okay.
Specifically the map rotation. To me, I love it. I freaking love the way that they're doing the map. Could it be better? Yes. I think that there should be an option for us to basically just choose which map
To opt out.
we could go into. I think that would be even better. But the way they're doing it now, it's just like you're not sticking to the same map every time, so you don't get bored all the time. And because there's different layouts, the way that you play is different.
Yeah.
So it doesn't become like a monotonous kind of thing. I think that was really good. I think that's my opinion on it.
Okay.
Another thing on the trials, I think you're right. I think the loot should be better loot. I've jumped in there a couple times, and
See,
the
I got
loot
it
has
right,
been
guys.
complete garbage. It's been like, what, we get this? Yeah. So I think the loot should be better. If you're actually fighting other teams around you and then fighting these prowlers around you, your loot should at least be better loot. You should have decent loot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
At least vault quality.
Or even gun attachments better. They don't give you nothing of gun attachments.
Sometimes it's just to replenish the crap you lost fighting the damn things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope that you guys keep doing this Apex Legends segment every week.
We'll try. We'll try.
yeah.
It feels like we always
Yeah.
talk about
It's
either
'cause there's-
Apex, Rainbow, PlayStation 4, Xbox leaks. It's like
There's always news on that though. That's
Yeah.
the funny part.
it's because they're so active because they have an active community, so they got to stay active as well. Now, how do you feel about the dropping with gun or no gun debate?
I think that would be a great addition to the game as well. Because I mean, you're right. When you're dropping in, you at least kind of want to have something. I mean, like, I know you can kind of like fist fight and stuff, but it'd be nice if everybody just kind of had like a starting weapon. I mean, P2020, even the damn the little shotgun pistol. Like
Mozambique.
nobody likes it, but yeah, the Mozambique. But I think it'd be great. I think if you at least had a P2020, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
But you gotta, man, with P2020, I could do some damage, man.
No, but we're just
Oh,
talking
dude,
about
you don't even
P2020
know,
and not
Right?
putting the
Man, just give me a
attachments to it.
P2020, I'll take a whole squad down. It's an underrated
yeah,
gun.
those hammer
man.
points
It's
are
really
nasty.
good. Yes. But I don't know. Like sometimes I think if we land with guns, it takes the
It's because my brother loves the dopamine.
It's fun. You're
He's
running
hooked
around.
on
You're
it.
like, I gotta hide because he's got a gun first. I gotta get the heck out of here. It sucks sometimes when you're just landing there and everybody's got a gun. You're just sitting there like, I can't do nothing.
It's happened to me. I'm like, Prodigy, I'm gonna have to hit them with a fuel cell or something because I got nothing. I gotta hit them with this sight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it
what
definitely
sucks.
happens often. Yeah, it definitely happens often. So maybe having an initial weapon as soon as you land would be great as well. So
I think it's
I
all
think that'd be a cool addition.
that's all the drop leader's fault.
Bad.
Bad drop.
Yeah,
Well,
the
bad
jump
drop's a
master
bad
is always
drop. You
it
should
always
be
has
paying
the fault.
attention.
It always have the fault. Damn.
Yeah.
Why do you think I always hate when you guys make me jump master?
Too much pressure.
Because I know I'm gonna get blamed by the end of the match.
But at this point, Gamer Actionware should be ultimate jump master. He should know where every spot is all the time. He should know that by the freaking line, I know where the circle's gonna end. I know where all the golds are right now. He's part of the 500 club.
Wait, did you hit 500 already?
Yeah, he was like 5.
No, I'm not 500 yet.
No?
I'm like 551, 552.
Oh, sorry, 452.
I was like,
Okay, I was about to say you already passed the cap. I
Yeah.
was like, okay,
I
my
knew I
bad.
saw a 5 somewhere there.
Oh, okay, so you're 450s. Dang, dude, you're close.
Yeah,
That's
four
close.
451.
Damn.
You gotta send some of those clips. We need to start doing the plays of the week project. You
Yeah.
keep forgetting.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I tagged you on one a couple days ago on my Instagram.
I saw
It
it.
was like
I
a
saw
7-kill streak.
Yeah, I was
nice.
waiting for you
But
to
yeah,
get your
I'll send you-
juggernaut.
He's gonna
Yeah,
call
I'll
in this
send you guys some more.
attack chopper.
They should do something
What,
like that.
kill
though.
streaks? No.
No, not like a kill streak
Okay,
like Call of
no.
Duty. Like at least if you get like 9 kills or 10 kills, man, that's a lot, man.
And what, you want to give him an ability to get more kills?
Give him a,
Damn.
give him at least a red
a red shield?
a
That's
red
why you
shield or
evolve it.
something,
You
man.
evolve it.
That's why you
Hey,
gotta
the
get
best
evil.
upgrade of this week.
Oh yes, that's another
oh my
update.
gosh, that's
Oh, I
that's
forgot.
so OP.
Oh, the Evo shield
Everybody's
is
grabbing
way
those
better.
Evo shields now, man.
told
Everybody's
you,
red
the
at
best.
the end of the match, man.
What do you think about that, Gamer Actionware? Do you like the Evo shield change?
Yeah, I love the way that they did like reward the players that because it's happened to me before where like
They
you're
changed the-
during a
the
match
hit
and
count,
you're,
right?
you're dealing a lot of damage, but you're not really getting like the kills and stuff. But I mean, it's a nice way to kind of reward the players as well, to kind of get them to try and
The way I would have
finish off
done
their
it.
kills.
I was gonna
for
say,
it.
yeah,
the
So
way-
I think it's a great way that they did it with the Evo shield.
I love the
Could- I
Evo
think
shield.
they-
I just
they
think
could
that what they
reduce a
should
little
have
bit.
done it was keep the hit number high.
Yeah.
But when you do get that number, you should get the 1 bar in the shield.
Yes.
So let's say you start with white,
Okay.
right? But you hit enough to get the blue. The blue should charge up. If you didn't get shot, you should get both bars.
I think at least halfway.
Give
Give me a half.
I agree with the
But
what
but,
he's
but,
saying.
but
you
with
still have
low
to pump
bullet
a
count,
cell
with the low
anyways.
hit count, you leveled it up too quick. Before, from blue to purple, you had to
You
do
had
a
to kill
lot
at
of damage.
2 or 3 people.
But I think you should have been rewarded. Hey, you got the purple. Guess what? You're gonna get these 2 bars full.
I agree.
Because sometimes I'm there fighting with the evil shield, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Okay, let me start loading up, and then you
And
get
then you get
killed.
killed. Uh-huh.
But if you
Happens all the
if
time.
you have a chance, you just finish somebody. You were able to level up your evil shield. You could still then battle because you got those bars there.
Yeah.
But not lower the count, because when you lower the count, it makes it too easy to level it up.
Yeah. No, it happens to me all the time.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think that. To me, I think it's pretty good.
I think it's
I
too
think they
easy.
should raise it up by 10 or 15 max only, just because we're looking at what really is the difference here. There is your blue shield, you're losing a bar. Your white shield, you're losing a bar. Your purple shield's regular, and your red shield, you only get 25 extra.
But the bar thing, I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb and I don't know. Is the bar just like a visual thing, or is it a hit number thing?
No, each bar is 25.
Okay, because
Yeah,
when
each
you get a
bar has-
red, you
has
get
a
more than
25
gold. So are
value.
you gonna have 5 little bars?
No, you get 4.5. Instead of 100 shield, you get 125. That's all red does.
Yeah, an extra
An extra 25.
with your bar. A bar is 25.
I mean, a bar is 50. Sorry, a bar is 50. Right? No, yeah, a bar is 25.
Yeah,
oh
that's
my
what I'm
gosh,
saying.
yes.
You get an extra
Sorry,
bar.
an extra bar. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get 5. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, you get 5.
Okay.
That's
The
that's
way
it.
I would have done it is because I played with a lot of people before they did the change, and everybody was complaining that it's worthless. Don't pick it up.
Yeah,
because by the time you get it to
Oh, I
upgrade,
didn't. I didn't know.
you know,
That was
there's-
Prodigy.
that was like forget it. You know, like bro, you're never gonna get to purple. Especially depending on the match. Like if you're halfway through the match and you see like 5
That's why I think
squads,
it's fine now.
you're like forget it. Why even pick that up?
I think
And it's
fine.
true. Even now, sometimes it gets to the point where like why even pick it up? But like what I was gonna say was, the problem was that the risk and reward to that, you know, like you end up with 1 bar or you end up with 2 bars, and then you're fighting somebody. You're like okay, you're losing half like all your shield. You upgrade and guess what? You still have 0. You know, and so what was the point of the shield if you're not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you get killed. And it always happens. And that was what everybody's complained before. Now everybody's like, get the shield. Everybody's getting the shield. Everybody has red shields, purple shields. Because it's super easy. You kill 2 people and you already got purple. It's insane. I mean, that's easy. Kill 2 people and you got purple. So
Yeah.
I think it's too easy to get purple.
I think, like I mentioned, I think they should just raise from blue to purple probably 20, 25 hit points. That's to me. Because I think it's pretty fine now. Because the benefits you get from a red compared to a gold, I would rather take a gold over a red any day.
Because you get the added effects of the gold.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's so bad that I trade my gold for a Evo shield.
You're crazy. I would
Yeah.
never do that.
Okay, it's fun just to do it, to get the
I
red.
guess.
And just start blasting everybody and trying to get the
I
guy.
will say this: there's a little bit of an intimidation factor when I shoot somebody with a
Big
red
time.
shield and I see these dark black and red hit points come out. I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah, it sucks.
But yeah,
That's mainly the whole point, and it's crazy how that it does affect the gameplay.
yeah, it's funny. Yeah, but thank you, Gamer Actionware, for calling. Thank you for your input.
Yeah, no problem. I enjoy you guys' show every week, and thank you for doing this.
No, thank you,
Awesome.
man. We
No,
appreciate
thank
you.
for calling. All right, man. Have a good Easter Sunday.
So speaking of callers and messages, we actually got another voice message that we want to play. Speaking about good games, now we're gonna jump into another game that we want to talk about. Is Final Fantasy VII Remake,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a voice message that was left by one of our followers.
Mr. Days.
Hi, Game Bros. This is Leo, actually. I just wanted to give a little feedback on the Final Fantasy VII Remake game. Since 2000, I think it was like 2009, last time I played it, the original. I love the game, the best RPG there is. And then they just came out with this one, obviously, and the graphics are amazing. The way the game is played is a little bit different from the original, but it makes it way better. The battle scenes are great, and I'm actually right now in Chapter 6, which, I haven't unlocked, or I think it was like Shutting Down the Sun, but that game is amazing. Amazing game. I really loved it so far, and the graphics, even when you summon like Ifrit or one of the big gods, it's pretty cool, man. I highly recommend it to anyone who likes RPG, even if you haven't played Final Fantasy before. Thanks, Game Bros.
Thank you, Mr. Days, for the voice message. Should we take his review into account? He's been brainwashed by the Final Fantasy gods.
Maybe just a little bit, but Kuka, I want to start off with you since you've played a bit more than us.
DJ, you remember being young and playing this game?
Yes, how could I forget? It's like the biggest game that PlayStation ever pulled out.
Yeah, it had 4 discs.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. You play a little while, insert this too. Like, what? We finished one? It's crazy. It's insane. It was huge. For me, it felt super huge.
Like epic wise, like
long, super. We played for weeks. It's crazy. It felt like we played so many hours on that game, but I'm not sure if it was just I didn't know what was the game time.
It's just sometimes when you're little, you think things are bigger than they are. When you become an adult, you're like, oh, this was that. You know? Like when you think of Mario Brothers, you're like, dude, it took me forever to beat that game. Then you sit down and think like it was probably like 30 minutes that you were playing.
10 levels.
But Final Fantasy VII, it was one of my favorite games growing up. I loved it. Now, as far as the remake, I think they did a really good job with actualizing the graphics. It looks amazing. I know Mr. Day said that they're kind of the same, but they're not, because one was turn-based RPG and this one's action-based RPG, which at first I was like, dude, like you're remaking the game, leave it alone, don't touch it. But I'm glad they did. The action RPG style fits this game so well. Just like you could see the cinematics, it looks amazing. But always, Square Enix always made great looking games. But the game actually plays very well. To be honest with you, I have not finished it, so I don't know where the cutoff point is in the story, because it is going to be episodic.
Oh, really? Wow.
So this is not going to be from the beginning all the way to the end of the Final Fantasy VII game.
I wanted to know, is it the same story as before?
It is the same story.
Same.
Same.
That's cool.
But
I really can't.
But the
wait.
thing
I wanna
is,
start playing.
the thing is that you and I played it so long ago. And yes, it's come out a bunch of times, like on PC, on PlayStation, on the Vita, you can play it. But I never touched it because it's the same game.
Yeah.
So the story is kind of fresh in my mind, but not to the point where I'm playing. I'm like, dude, I forgot about that. Oh wow, yeah, that's what this game was about. Oh man, yeah. So in a way, you're rehashing a lot of stuff and remembering the game originally when you played it, but at the same time, it's becoming fresh. It's got a whole different look. The characters sound different, but not too different where you're like, that
Wait, the other
sounds
ones
weird.
didn't sound though, right?
Yeah, no, they didn't talk. Some parts they did, but not, mostly not.
Yeah.
But I love it. If you're a RPG fan, you will love this game. Is
it compared to Mickey's
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts?
it is, but less actiony. It's more with Kingdom Hearts. You're bouncing and jumping all over the place and stuff.
I noticed
This one's more grounded. He's a soldier. You don't jump, but
Yeah.
it is what I like about it is that it's action when you're fighting with your sword. But if you want to do a spell, it slows everything down. You throw your Prodigy's there fighting. I go, Prodigy, you could throw fire at this guy. And he's like, what? And then
and the potion,
all that. So like there's
that was
times-
like the coolest to me. That was the best part of Final Fantasy.
So in
was
chapter 1, you go
the
down
chess
and
play.
you got to fight this robot.
Okay.
Dude, that fight took me maybe like 30 minutes of fighting
crazy.
and breaking the shield
that's
and
awesome.
electrics. And then, oh man, you got to heal this guy. And you could switch between the characters. You could switch
Okay.
between Cloud. You could switch between Bridge.
Do they do their moves in between?
Yeah, like once you switch to one guy, the other guy's fighting and he's doing his thing. And
That's
then you
crazy.
fight. And then you could also say, hey, look, when I'm not using you, I want you to do this, this, and this. Okay, and then when I use... So there's robots, so you're like, let me turn to this guy so I can shoot the robots down.
Yeah.
Because he's got more of
Certain abilities.
yeah. So same thing, you have you could summon, like you heard Days
Yeah.
say, you could do your summons, you could use your magic, you can use your potions, all that. There's also gear and all that stuff as well.
That's awesome.
So it's the same RPG, but just better.
Yeah.
Same thing when we were talking about Resident Evil 2, 3, 4, and now they're making 4. The game was good, but now they're making it better by actualizing the controllers, the camera. So now you have a camera that rotates and all that stuff. You have a map. I know a lot of people used to be upset because you didn't. Where am I supposed to go? There's actually a thing that tells you where to go and do things. I'm like Leo. I'm kind of jaded, I guess, because I love Final Fantasy. It was one of my favorite RPGs growing up. I think they did a good job. I wish the whole game would have come in this one, but like Wrecker says, it's 10% of the original game, basically.
Really?
But the cool thing is seeing
Jeez,
you remember
that's a
when
long-
you remember when the game opened and you see the city.
Whole city.
Now seeing it, but in movement and just
alive.
alive and where you're in the city, walking around the city, it looks like a city that's lived in, and that people live there and are interacting and talking. You could walk close to someone and you hear them, oh man, this is happening, blah, blah, blah. And it's just cool.
Man.
Yeah, I think they did a really
This
good job.
game's insane.
Yeah.
I was playing Prodigy. I'm like, I gotta get it. I want to get it. I'm dying to play because it's just very nostalgic. Honestly, this was like one of our first turn-based RPGs, and we got introduced to it, and we loved it.
And then from there, we went to Parasite Eve. That's when we were like, man, this RPG stuff is cool. We like it. Prior to that, we never touched it before.
But Parasite Eve, I like that one because of the upgrades you can do to the modifications to the gun. So you're like, no, let's do it with the fire. Let's add this. Let's do that to the shotgun, and then we can take the bugs out better or whatever. I really like that because
I wish I had your memory. I don't remember none of that.
Remember none of that?
Too many
we used to
concussions,
modify
bro.
the guns and everything. We used to add different, what's it, like potions to the bullets or something like that. I forgot how we used to modify it. But I remember we could. But I that's my thing. I like modifying. But and I like the way
Leo says, I like the black guy sings the song when you win each battle.
Oh yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Classic. Now, Prodigy, you got to play it for a little bit. You don't have that nostalgia factor. You don't have
I don't.
that, I remember this or that.
No.
You probably saw Seth Roth and you're like, who the heck is this
Yup.
guy?
I had no idea who it was. The only game I guess I've ever had that with was most recently I've been playing Bioshock. I played Bioshock 1 a long time ago, but I replayed it because the collection was free out 2 months ago. So I got to try it and play it, and I had that feeling. But with Final Fantasy, when I got to play it, I love it. It was fun. I actually want to keep playing it. I think just the whole fighting, even though it's grounded with the sword and all that, able to use the magic abilities between the fighting. I still haven't been able to fight with multiple characters. At least what I got to play, I only played with just Cloud. But I love the mechanics and I love the way it feels. For sure, I love the visuals. Square Enix, I love the visuals when it comes to their characters and their character designs. In Kingdom Hearts, I love the way Sora looks. I love the designs of all their characters. So definitely Final Fantasy did have that aesthetic. But I definitely want to play more of this game. I definitely want to know the full story. Just because I never got to play the originals, so I don't really know any of it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hopefully they do this with God of War 1.
Oh, they're so busy making money with the God of
better
War right
yet,
now.
If they do this with Metal Gear Solid, the first one, that would be insane.
People would lose their crap.
Like to play that game again, the same exact way. Don't change it, please.
Don't change the game. Don't change the story. Just
Yeah.
change the way it looks and just let us have like a 360 camera, those type of things. But even man, that game was so good. I would love for that to happen.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Another one that I was just thinking.
Supposedly he's gonna make one, right?
Well, they want to buy.
They want to
Metal
buy
Gear,
it back, and they want Kojima to start doing Metal Gear, but that's a different thing.
I was thinking of Resistance. Another
I would like
Resistance.
to get the
dude.
Resistance again.
They've been we've been talking about for months, right, Prodigy? That they've been
Yes.
posting stuff on Instagram.
We've said
What's
it.
your favorite gun?
Kuko Dama's here. He's predicted that.
We need to make a
Resistance is
Kuko
gonna be-
Damas emote, by the
I
way.
saw
Yes.
an interview.
Nikki, write that down.
Where they were talking about on the PlayStation 5 about Resistance.
It has to, dude.
That they will come out with a
Dude,
Resistance
if
on the
they
PlayStation
do-
5.
And if they would remake
That would be
Twisted Metal
insane.
2 over
Yes.
again. Just rework the cars and make them look realistic.
Wait,
Don't do the thing
wasn't
that this
Black
freaking
the best one?
Black was the best one, and two was good. If they can have a baby,
Black.
it
Two
would
Black.
be the best. The cool thing with 2 was the places and
Yeah,
the
Paris
different-
and the things that you could do.
You could do there, and the characters. They had the truck. They had the different cars. The Minion. The
I
lava
didn't
stage,
like
the
what
Inca stage.
David Jaffe did with this.
Oh
with
my gosh!
just
don't tell
3
me. That one
characters.
did not exist. That one did not exist.
Oh my gosh.
You need
Oh yeah,
that.
the doll or the clown
Yeah, the
and
doll.
and
Oh
the
my gosh, bro,
Reaper,
he's
I
so.
believe.
Why?
we don't speak about
I
Twisted Metal
don't
3.
like. This is the thing. He was trying to do something different, I guess, and then I don't know why. But then he ended up going to that multiplayer draw game to try to get
Oh
some
my gosh,
multiplayer
Drawn to
fan
Death?
base. But it's
That
like,
game
why
was,
would you
that
do
game
that?
was very
If you
disappointing.
have Twisted Metal, which is something different, that there's nothing close to that game.
Till this day, there's still,
There's still
no
nothing.
there
car
hasn't
combat.
been any car combat to
Good
that.
enough.
Yeah.
To that tier. There has been little cartoon ones here and there, but
You
want
want to see car combat? GTA's got car combat.
Exactly, like people still want that.
That's what my
want that.
son has been replicating cars just so he can he's been doing the stupid GTA glitch just so he can have this armored car that he could drive around just shooting other cars. I'm like, Google, that is freaking Twisted Metal. That is Twisted Metal you're trying to replicate here. And just like you said, having the pedigree and being able to do it and just not do it, he got into like his thinking of no story is important. We can just make any game and make it multiplayer, and then he just
And then that's it. It's so dumb. And he had a multiplayer, but he dropped that egg big time.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun. It was glitchy at his time. He just had to keep it up. I
Yeah.
think now would be a great time. I don't know. If he doesn't make it, I'm gonna make it on Dreams. You
I
heard
knew
that?
it. I knew it.
Yeah,
Hey, but
bro.
we've seen Dreams mock-ups of games like that.
They
and
have
it's
already
pretty
like 3 or
funny.
4 Twisted Metals on
Yeah.
there. They're not like the same, but they're almost there, and they want it to have it like that. And it's pretty good. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But dude, those are titles that I would love to see come into PS5. To me, Resistance would be a great one, just because you had Killzone as a launch title.
Imagine the Resistance, the Chimera,
Dude, imagine the way it
looking so
looked.
realistic with freaking ray tracing, dog. People would just pee in their pants.
No, and the story that they put on the first one, and adding the visuals and the sounds to that whole story will be amazing. I think it'll be so amazing. That first scene where you're fighting in the war, and then it just ends up being aliens.
Yeah.
And then you're going through the alien stuff, seeing that visually,
How they make
and how
them
they
and
make them and
everything.
everything. I think it'll be so insane. Like, it'll be so good.
I wouldn't mind seeing a remake of Resistance.
They have to make that one.
Even Killzone
That'd be
too.
crazy.
Killzone's another one, man. I mean,
Yeah.
but I think there's too much if you add that one. That was the problem with Killzone and
I think Killzone they can
because
make
there was
another game.
too many of
I
them.
think
It was
there should-
Halo, this one, that one. It was too many, so that's why it got washed away.
Yeah, I agree.
And the same thing's gonna happen with all of these
Resistance Battle Royale.
royales and all that stuff. There's too many royales.
Yeah. Bueno,
I want a Royale with cheese right now.
I forgot to mention that I will destroy Julian at Smash. Manny, I'm not talking trash at all, man. If I practice for a good week, maybe, of only Smash, because I play a lot of other games throughout the week, but if I practice only Smash, I'm ready for the tourney.
I smash all the time, but not
I
Smash
know.
Brothers.
Give me a
I knew
week
you
and
were
I'll
gonna
be
say
ready
that.
for that tourney, bro. Bing.
But yeah,
Do it, get in it. I'm not good at that game. I dislike that game so much. I
was
feel
not
like
a fighting gamer. Like,
no, I give me Mortal Kombat. Give me
okay, a brawler. Sorry, you're not.
I
a
just don't like the
character.
brawlers because I feel like I'm mashing a button and it's not happening. Like Brawlhalla, like
Okay.
dude, like okay, I'm pressing, but
Oh, I'm
The
too good.
Brawlhalla
I'm too good at
sucks.
Brawlhalla.
the only good one
Manny,
was
you want to
All-Star
fight
Battle
me? Manny, you want to fight me? Just go to Brawlhalla right now, and you'll see who will win. But whatever, we're not gonna get into that. But so that'll be the reviews. That's the review portion, and that is gonna be the end of our show. Thank you guys for watching. Kuko, any closing statements before I hit him with that rundown?
No. Just thanks for the support. Thanks for all the love.
Yes.
Thanks for participating. The more people we have in the chat, like Eliseo and having all these people in there, rapper, the more people, the better. It makes the show more lively and more interactive, and we like it. We love getting your phone calls and all that stuff. So please do so. Please remember our giveaway ends on October. October. On April
Calm down.
26th. We will
April
announce
26th.
the winner for that. Please like and subscribe our YouTube. Please like and subscribe our Twitch. It helps us out a lot. We have give them the rest of the rundown. You know it better by memory than I do.
It's okay. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, remember, comment down below, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that way you guys know every time we go live. As well on Twitch, guys, remember, if you guys do have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Prime sub. So if you guys would be more than lovely to subscribe to us and give us your Twitch Prime sub, that'd be great. It helps us support the show and make it better for you guys. And also follow us on Twitch, and also hit that notification bell on Twitch so that way you guys know every time we stream on Twitch. Remember, we stream on Tuesdays, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And you guys can tune in every time at 8 o'clock on those days to watch us live on Twitch. And remember, we have our Amazon.com/shop/GameBros show. Guys, go there so you guys can buy all your gaming needs. If you guys do not see anything that you guys want to see there, let us know on our Instagram. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So let us know on our social medias at GameBros_show. Follow us there so that we guys get the latest on our giveaways and our contests and our tourneys as well.
And we're live streaming on Twitch every day of the week. So follow us on Instagram.
Wait, I gave them a schedule. But yeah, just follow us on Instagram so that way you guys can just be in tune with all that stuff, and make sure to check us out and everything. As well as our merch shop and our Discord. Discord is in the link below, and as well as our merch shop. So make sure you guys check those out. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for being a part of the show and supporting us. And like we always say, live in your world, but play in ours. GameBros. Peace.
Peace.